That's probably what we're seeing right there.
Well, Travis is pretty calm. There's other drivers that would be pissed hitting the steering wheel. Get out of our way. Just got a note from Steve Serapis. He says there's 9 trucks here. Bottleneck. Never a good sign. Well, hey, while we're sitting here looking at this, let's recap what's going on behind these guys. Who can we look at? My guess is that there's not a big change in the leaderboard for Pro Open UTV. We can do a quick check on that one. And it looks like we still got Brock, Caden, and Brandon on the podium, or in the podium positions there. Brock Hager, Caden McCacken, Brandon Sims.
So we have a question for our audience that is watching this that we're going to put up here in just a second.
Is that Luke for the first time in a long time? We're getting some...
That is.
Mm-hmm. Finally, we get to see from the outside.
Yeah, we've got a drone in this area. It's kind of a clover leaf, so we actually should get a few different drone shots as they come back on this area.
Yeah, this is the Rancho Catarina area, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Spent a lot of time in this
Yeah,
area.
it's like just west of Rancho Santa Catarina.
Yeah, look at the contrast there. A couple minutes ago, I was talking about how green whatever it is we were looking at was. Now look at that, it's all brown.
Yep. Well, they've been dropping in elevation too.
Yeah.
Yeah, slowly kind of working their way out of the mountains.
And here we are back on board with Alan and Pudia.
Left 2, right 2, right 2. Caution times 3, rocks left. Caution,
Let's see
straight
where
over
our
right.
splits are. We're coming through 365 right now.
Right 2 tight.
So it looks like Luke is continuing to close up on Andy McMillan. Because right now I'm showing him 47 seconds back, which means he would be 13 seconds behind him. Which pretty much means he's right on his, pretty close to being right on his bumper.
Yeah.
Right 2 tight.
He's got to be like just outside of his dust.
Well,
And we should get an update here on Impudia shortly, but it seemed like Impudia was kind of holding pace with Luke. It's just, Luke really needs to get around Andy, I think, to feel safe about trying to pull off a win here. Otherwise,
Left 2.
Impudia is right there.
Scope truck 1, safety is out. We're going to get more fuel.
Right 3 narrows, right 4. Stay right. Stay right, exit left 180. Left 2, route out.
So through 360, Impudia was basically 15 seconds back. We should get a time on him at 365 here. very shortly. I kind of want to see what he did because at 360, Andy McMillan was 32.5. Now he's 47.6.
So I'm looking at Bryce Menzies' average pace, and we are sub 50. 49.33 as of right now.
It'll pick back up a touch now, I think. So, honestly, John might be right about 52. I could kind of see that ending up being our average pace for the leader. Okay, so that's Lofton? I thought that kind of looked like Bryce's truck.
Yeah, I think that was Bryce.
That looked like Bryce, and then
Luke.
Andy, I guess. And then
Andy,
here's
yes,
Luke.
yeah.
So Luke's right with him. He's not really in his dust right now, so Luke's being able to drive. Like, there is a lot of DG in this area, so you do have sections, like right now the dust isn't that bad.
No, and a minute ago it looked like it was blowing off to the left too, so a little bit of wind maybe.
And we saw the helicopter. From what I understand, Bryce's helicopter went to go fuel. So we might get his helicopter back and start getting some aerial shots other than the drone as well, which would be awesome. Okay, so
we've been chirping about not even being halfway, but we are definitely halfway now. And this is like John was saying, we're kind of getting into fourth quarter here. The move, if Luke McMillan is going to make a move on his cousin, it's going to have to be here pretty soon.
Well, he's got less than 100 miles.
Yeah.
So if you're going to throw it down and make that move, you got to do it right now. Okay, so Luke actually opened up a little bit right there. He's 28 seconds at 365 over Empudia.
It's just amazing that these guys have been within a minute of each other for the last couple hours.
And the pace that they push. Yeah, I mean, there's no margin for error. One flat tire here, you're out of the race.
Yeah, I don't think any of these top three guys have had a flat.
I don't believe so either. And so, I mean, we've got two Toyos trucks versus BFG right now, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
In our battle of tire manufacturers.
Yeah.
With Bryce's truck being on Toyos, Luke being on BFGs, and Alan and Pudia being on Toyos.
And I don't remember, but Luke might be on 18-inch rims, which means smaller sidewall.
They were testing that, weren't they?
I think he did test the 42s as well.
But no, the larger wheel.
I think he's on a larger wheel, yeah. I mean, it doesn't sound like a lot, but that sidewall difference is definitely felt. Yeah.
Which, that's going to make your truck corner a little bit better, but not be as compliant through rocks. Is that what you would say, Jason?
You're losing diameter. So the sidewall ratio to diameter of the tire closes up. So in other words, on an 18-inch rim, you lose that half-inch. Yeah.
But you got less sidewall exposed.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And driver preference. I've heard both positive and negative for both ways.
Well, you get more sidewall deflection with the smaller wheel, which is going to help absorb rocks and things like that, in my opinion. But it will have more flex, so your cornering may not be as predictable as less sidewall, right?
I mean, the thing is, I'm not experienced enough to tell you, but some of the drivers, man, they could tell the difference right away. But it's such a small, it's half an inch, in diameter.
Yeah, but I mean, that can make a pretty big difference in how the tire performs.
Correct. And how the driver feels, too, yeah.
Left 2, right 3, left 1. Holy fuck. Left 1. No.
Yeah, if we can, let's bump up the volume on these guys and listen in with Empudia right now. They usually have some pretty entertaining commentary in their truck.
Hog left over us. Right 3, left 3. Caution, right. Left 3 tight, right 2, left 2 tight. Sounds like no brakes. Left 3, exit left, copy. Straight over us. Left 2, right 3. Left 3 tight. Left 4, right 3-2, ruts left. Stay left. Left 4 over us. Right 3. Left 3, right 3 tight. Straight over us. Right 2. It's water. Right 2, left 2. Left 3, straight 2. Right 2. Left 3, left 2.
All right, we took a little break there, but we're back at the 2026 BFGoodrich SCORE Baja 500. We were just looking at Andy McMillan, but now we're back on board with Alan Ampudia.
And it looks like Luke has caught back up to Andy and is right on him, is what I'm hearing.
Right 2, left 2.
All right, so through 370, Luke McMillan first on adjusted, Alan Ampudia 47 seconds back, Bryce Menzies and Andy McMillan 57 seconds back.
And it looks like, oh no, this is drone. I was thinking maybe the Menzies helicopter was back in the air, but this looks like it's a drone. Oh man, he is so close.
Yeah.
Really amazing to think that those guys got through both those summit areas, all these guys, the top three with no flats. True testament to the tires, all brands. So you got to wonder what's going through Andy McMillan's head right now. he's got the physical lead, but his cousin continues to kind of just keep him covered up. Do you think he's waiting for like the last does he have something in the tank that he's gonna pull out here in the last 40 or 50 miles
Look how
and
close
gap
he
his
is
cousin?
right now.
Do you think Luke's just like toying with him?
Well, he knows
I
he's got
think-
him covered up, and he's not losing
Yeah.
time to Allen. So, I mean, we were saying that Allen's in the catbird seat, but really, Luke's kind of controlling this race.
And he's staying clear.
And
I mean, he's not really in dust.
He's just off
Yeah.
of Andy's dust right now. Some great drone shots right here.
So we got him through.
And it kind of starts to open up more now. They've gone through the really tight technical stuff from the pine forest down through Santa Catarina. Like they're gonna be hopping on El Alamo Road here pretty soon, which is like 8 miles of as fast as you can possibly go. I'd love to see some in-car there
Yeah.
and see what kind of top speed they hit, because I bet it's gonna be over 130, possibly 140. What are you thinking, Jason, on that?
It's probably in that range, yeah.
I mean, it's as fast as your truck can go.
You got to wonder too what
yes and
direction
no.
the wind's going to be blowing.
Some of the drivers, they just, as soon as they hit like 132, 135, they just chill.
Yeah.
Even though they could easily pull higher. I mean, 130 is plenty fast enough.
So I'm looking at the race mile 375 update, and Luke is a minute and 3 seconds on top of Bryce. And we're not seeing.
Yeah, he seems like he's on adjusted time.
Yeah.
He's pulling away, but
So he was.
there's no way that that's possible. He
It is.
started a minute behind him, and he's not ahead of him physically. So how is he over a minute ahead of him?
No, he's 3 seconds ahead by default, right?
But he can't be a minute 3 ahead
Luke's behind him.
and not be. Oh wait. Yeah. Okay, he could
Yeah.
be.
So right now he would be 3 seconds
57
ahead.
seconds back, right?
All right, and he's got 50 seconds. Luke's got 50 seconds on
no,
No,
Allen.
Luke
No,
would be
Luke's
3
in
seconds
front.
ahead by default, yeah.
Yeah. So we just got updated on the 375 mile marker. So all three of them have been through there. Luke's got 50 seconds on Allen and Pudia, and he's got a minute and 3 seconds on Bryce Menzies. Correctly timed.
But how? You understand what I'm saying? How can you have a minute 3 on
I do understand what you're saying, and I'm wondering
on
if maybe
Andy
this
when he
isn't as
started a
accurate as
minute
we thought
behind
it
him,
was.
and
Yeah.
he's not physically ahead of him?
And they started minute gaps.
Yeah. So it's not possible.
You're making me do math in my head, man.
Well, I originally said it, and then I second
made
guessed
you second
myself.
guess.
Yeah,
but
if it said
then-
57 seconds, that would make more sense.
Yeah.
But
Left 3-2, tight.
Andy's physically first. Luke started a minute behind. How can he be a minute?
He'd have to be right on his bumper.
Well, and at that point, but yeah, I guess.
Yeah, if he was on his bumper, he made up a minute.
Yeah,
Not
but
that far off
But
of him.
where's
This could be right.
Where's the 3 seconds coming from?
it could be like
Yeah.
almost like a few second variance by
Yeah.
default of them passing
Yeah.
it, differently.
We sound like a bunch of idiots up here. Sorry, everybody.
Math is not our strong suit.
Right 3, tight. Give it to him.
But the important thing is Luke's still got Allen covered up.
Straight over rise.
Ooh, look at that. That was a little close.
Yeah, I think he does. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
According to what we're seeing, so at we don't have 380 yet, but 375, I believe he had 50 seconds over Allen.
20, left
We'll see at 380 now it's showing him 52 over Andy. It just flipped.
Maybe somebody up there in the war room can help us idiots out here.
Yeah, I'm a little curious what the variance is in this time.
Margin for error, yeah.
We will get a timing loop at race mile 396.
396, yeah.
And that will give
that'll be
us
coming up
like
here, yeah.
legit real times. So I think right now it's a little speculative. I mean, 100%. Andy McMillan is physically in first. Luke's in second, very close behind him, and Allen is not too far off. I'd say he's maybe 2 miles behind them. So,
Yeah, so-
I think we're real close on adjusted. John, did you have something to say?
Yeah, I've got an update for you. So, as you guys have said, Luke's right behind. He started 1 minute behind, so he couldn't be a minute and 3, but 57 seconds or so sounds about right. But Alan Ampudia is still within like 3 miles of those leaders. They're probably averaging in excess of 60 miles an hour or thereabouts. So he started 4 minutes behind Luke McMillan. So it's anybody's race right now still. Alan is definitely in the thick of it. And we see the next official score timing loop at race mile 396. So we will see an official time there as well.
So in the meantime, grab your popcorn. Where's
Refill
that
there.
truck at, John? You can send them our way?
Yeah, refill the drinks and the food because it's continuing to go on.
But it definitely looks like Alan Ampudia is aware that he needs to pick up the pace here a little bit because look at him go.
I just feel like when we're in car with Alan, it just looks like he's pushing harder to me.
It just, when you have the hood right there, when you're off the front as opposed to in the cab, it definitely looks more violent. Yeah.
God, look at
I mean, there's a
hell.
helicopter right there. I don't believe Alan has a helicopter, so that's got to be Bryce's helicopter.
No, he does have a helicopter.
Does he?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're also in the section west where the course turns back and heads backwards next to the Highway 3 there. So he's headed north, and the leaders, Luke and Menzies' truck, are headed south, right where they're pretty close to each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Before
I
they
think
cross
it's
the road and go to
Rancho
El
La
Alamo.
Curva, I think, if I remember correctly, is that area right there? Yeah, this whole 50 miles or so, it's a lot of clover leafing where it turns back on itself quite a bit. So through 380, we're showing Alan 34 seconds off Luke on adjusted.
Well, the truth's going to come out here when they hit the score timing loop at 396. There's no arguing that. That's a physical location on the ground.
So 16 more miles, we'll go through that timing loop. Well, I think they're actually even past that point, but
It's still very impressive that we've been literally talking about seconds for the top 3 guys. You're under a minute in between each guy. Like,
And,
this has come down to seconds.
We're talking about it, and those guys are thinking about it the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
While
hey,
they're
what do we got going on right here?
Split.
There's like 2 lines going.
Uh-oh.
Okay, Luke's on a line, right?
Yeah. You can see it cut in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the first
Sure hope
time
he
he has
didn't miss a
deviated from
VCP.
Andy's line. I don't think he deviated previously, right? He pretty much stayed in
Yeah.
Andy's line.
I don't think that looked any faster. Maybe it just got him out of the dust.
Oh, he closed
Maybe
up.
Yeah.
on
he
it,
closed
I
up
think.
some, yeah.
That last stretch without the dust right there. For
Maybe
sure.
100 yards, 150 yards.
He definitely
Oh,
made
yeah.
time on that line.
Yeah, he did.
He planned that one.
Good job, Duncan.
Yeah, you don't see a whole lot of lines that you can take that everybody else doesn't.
Yeah.
At this point in SCORE racing, and that
That
was
was
one
an
Luke had
example
up
of
his
the
sleeve right
homework
there.
paying off right there for sure. Yeah.
The thing is for all the teams watching, is when you have a line, you don't burn it in pre-running.
Yeah.
And especially don't burn in the entry. Try to save that so it doesn't become the race course and you actually have an advantage.
Yeah, shame on me for thinking Luke made a mistake.
Okay, so he's going to be in a sand wash right here. This is a really kind of tight section, but there won't be dust right now. So he should be able to, although it does look a little dusty in that wash. Generally in a sand wash, you can kind of, make a run on someone.
Man, I'd love to see Luke's in car right now.
At least this was a great place to put a drone because I think all these shots have been from the same drone.
Yeah, yeah. They got to be getting close to that 396 here pretty quick, huh?
Yeah, they're 396 is on like almost to El Alamo, so they're going to go down El Alamo Road, and it's basically right at El Alamo.
I think you can see it in the corner up there. Corner right line that you can't see it anymore, but they're gonna because they got to cross the highway, right?
Well, they actually hop on the highway for just like about a mile or so, and they're in a speed zone, and then they hop onto El Alamo Road. Okay, so Ampudio's
we got a
pitting.
pit stop here.
That's the other question: is have Luke and Andy pit?
Lleva 40 segundos, tiempo corregido. 40 segundos.
40 seconds.
Come on, boys. Left 3. 50 segundos, tiempo corregido.
50 seconds is what they're telling him.
Right 3, left 2.
That though, he's still got clear skies.
Stay left, right 2. Y el Andy?
So that's really going to help Luke because that's probably 30-second pit stop right there.
But you got to wonder, does he need to stop? I mean, we knew they all needed to make 2 stops.
I did hear, earlier we saw that Lofton had gotten ahead of Luke, that Luke actually did have a flat.
Oh.
So that's how Lofton got ahead of him. So pretty impressive for Luke to be able to, change that flat and, be our adjusted leader right now.
What a cool story for Luke to be leading this race right now. But back years ago, as a kid, idolizing Rob McCachran and then being able to ask Rob McCachran to race with him and win the Baja 1000. Same with Larry Rosler.
Yeah, for sure.
Multiple times.
So we've got Andy and Luke are in a speed zone right now, and then they're going to be hopping onto El Alamo Road. When they hop on there, I'd love to go to the in-car in Bryce's truck and actually get a look at what their top speeds are going down there. So that looks like a drone shot or a helicopter shot. Okay, so we have a pit here. That's Andy pitting in Bryce's truck in the speed zone. So Luke's probably going to do something similar here.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like all these guys are going to be pitting right around now. So there shouldn't be anyone really gaining any time as long as they have a clean pit.
Well, that's the thing. You want to talk about the importance of a pit stop right now. It's coming down to seconds. Mm-hmm. And for so long, the pit stops didn't really matter that much. They matter immensely right now, especially today.
Okay, so from right here, they're going to go on to El Alamo Road. Apparently, Bryce's in-car is not working. So, I mean, maybe we can get Alan when he goes on to El Alamo Road. But 'cause I definitely would love to see what kind of top speeds they're hitting in those trophy trucks there.
Who is this?
Diaz? Spectra?
Hey guys, it might be too close to call, but it looks like 83 Luke McMillan has passed Andy in the Menzies truck during their pit stop. So Luke is leading, headed down El Alamo Road, and Podio not too far behind. He's not on the pavement yet, but closing in. So again, great finish, but Luke has got ahead.
Well, and that could be an example of a pit strategy that paid off for Luke if he was able to pull a pit. Unless he's got to do one somewhere else. Man,
Maybe
what
they-
if he has to splash
if
an
he can
Ojos
get
or something?
clean
Maybe he
air,
decided to leave the rear tires on and just go for it and just do fuel only. Who knows?
well, even if he decided to push this and he's going to have to take a splash in Ojos,
Now he gets to
if he was getting held up by Andy
Yeah.
by his dust and he gets clean air and he can gap Andy out, then that's great strategy right there. Because I mean, to me, Luke getting clean air right now, this could solidify a win for him.
So
You know,
there,
which would be back-to-back wins, to start the year.
Luke's at race mile 390 right now, so we got another 6 miles until we get the official timing loop.
Does it
split.
give a mile per hour on him right now?
I'm not. No, it's just got the average. Oh no, it's 131.64.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this could be like a NASCAR pit where you get to see whether the guy in front of you changed 4 tires or 2 tires and do something different to gain that clean air like you were talking about, Wes.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, physical track position is so important when you're dealing with dust.
Stay right 180.
So Alan's almost to the speed zone here.
Right 1.
Yeah, so our leaders are in the mid 130s.
137.
Okay, so
Yeah.
137 miles an hour down El Alamo Road.
Right 2, rocks in.
They're coming up on race mile 395.
Straight of right, go. Left 2, right 180 tight. Speed up.
All right, here we are, speed zone.
Oh, fuck. Oh, I need water. Give me a water bottle.
You just heard him kind of taking a sigh of relief.
Yeah.
And Pooty has got his work cut out for him. He's going to have to really, really push if he's going to.
Well, he's got the
Pass
clean
Luke
air to do it.
unadjusted.
It's going to come. I mean, literally, it's going to come down to the skill sets.
But now Luke has clean air, and Luke hasn't had.
That's
clean
what I
air.
mean. It's
Yeah.
going to come down
Yeah.
to the skill sets.
For sure.
And we're just miles away from getting this 396 update on the timing loops. I got to be honest, I was last night thinking, man, this is going to be hard sitting and watching this race for 8 hours. Like I'm going to have to come up with things to talk about. This has been totally engaging. I mean, it's been fun to watch. I haven't had this much fun watching a race in a long time.
With all the in-car streaming and the drones and helicopters and everything,
Yeah.
and just the battles, I love doing this.
And the constant communication.
So for everyone that's been watching this, we got a question for you. How many total miles did competitors race across all 4 SCORE World Desert Championship events in 2025?
This is SCORE trivia. I like it.
So go to, if you're not watching on the YouTube live stream, you can go there and post your answer in the chat.
And whatever the answer is, I think they still do the milestone award.
They do.
Yeah, so you will be guessing the mileage that the Toyota milestone award winners. I think it's still Toyota, is it? Maybe not.
No, I actually, it's, I think Hostile has signed on to be the title
Awesome.
sponsor of the Milestone Award.
Awesome.
So they do all the nets and everything
Yeah,
for.
no Dan.
Yeah. And pit mats, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. That's an accomplishment to finish every mile of every race in a season for sure. Here we are on board with Alan. Let's see if we can get his top speed or his speed here.
If we can, he's got multiple cameras. Is it possible to
Pull
cut
back to
back
cab.
to the pullback one that's in the cab? If we have that option? I think Alan's going to be going as fast as that truck can possibly go.
133,
Okay.
134.
Yep. 135, 136, 37, 38. So you can see on his, I believe that's a Lowrance right there. He got up to 138 miles an hour.
All right, we've got the time splits from 396 and Luke. Ooh, 1 minute and 38 seconds on Andy. So Luke McMillan has.
I think that Andy was holding Luke up a little bit, so I wouldn't be surprised to see Luke gap Andy out. And in doing that, he might actually end up gapping out Impudia a little bit too.
Well, then the question is can Impudia catch Andy?
It's a pretty big gap. I think it's too much to where it would be an issue, but he's already ahead of him on adjusted.
Yeah. Race isn't over though, and it's not smooth sailing all the way to the finish line either.
Although what's impressive is, man, these guys had a very clean run through all that rough stuff.
Yeah, they did.
I was expecting more carnage for sure.
So from what I'm hearing, we were talking about pit strategy. Luke had already pitted. So when Andy pitted in Bryce's truck, that allowed him to overtake him. Mm-hmm. So that may have been Luke's kind of plan all along, is he knew that Andy was going to have to pit and that he already hadn't. So he didn't really have to push to make that physical pass. Yeah, if you know that the truck in front of you has to pit, why take the chances? Just let it happen on its own.
Basically do what he did. He stayed in the clean air just enough to put pressure on him.
Yep.
That would have been a reason to not publicize where you were pit stops.
142.
Mm-hmm.
I told you Alan was going to be good. 143. That's as fast
Come on,
as
let's say
150.
150. Man, that's sketchy.
Look how fast those bushes are going
45.
by.
Look at he's holding on that steering wheel so tight, man.
You got like a little dog leg in it, and then now it's like straight again for probably like 2 more miles.
And this is a 5-speed, so he's pinned on that 5th gear. That's what you were saying.
A 145 miles an hour off road.
It's pretty gnarly.
It's going extremely fast. I guarantee that truck is just floating underneath him right there.
There's a time in history if somebody would have said they were going 145 in a desert race, you would have called BS.
Well, it's definitely
kilometers an hour.
Yeah.
It's definitely more stable on the all-wheel drives than the rear-wheel drive at that speed.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 2-wheel drive, just the rear-wheel drive, I feel like it's always trying to like come around and push ahead of the front end.
You do see the problem of traction, so you'll end up with faster tire speed than the vehicle speed.
As well as with a live axle, one side gets traction, the other doesn't. It's like constantly making you feed input into the wheel.
So the honeymoon's over. All 3 of them now are back off the graded roads and into a little more technical stuff here.
Yeah, they're gonna go up La Biznaga, which is a pretty rocky, technical.
That's like Tres Hermanos area, right?
And then it's right before Tres Hermanos. So they're gonna from El Alamo here. They're going La Biznaga is that mountain basically off in the distance to the left. You go over a little summit of that, and then you're gonna drop down over towards Tres Hermanos, and then basically you're turning and heading to Ojos, and I mean, there's not much left in this race.
Oh, it looks like Gus Sr.'s moving again, so that bottleneck's been cleared up. That's good news. So there's gonna be a whole mountain of people coming at us now, because there was quite a few cars stopped at that bottleneck.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does look like, because I see Lofton, Householder, Dodge Pullman, they're all going, so I think that bottleneck did clear.
Mm-hmm.
And
when you look on the other screen, it was a lot more vehicles than what you're seeing there.
Yeah. Well, that was just our all-wheel drive trophy truck class, so yeah, definitely you had every other class.
Oh yeah.
Well, I think every time that SCORE races through Cordillera de Molina, there's a bottleneck. Because every time I've gone through there, there's been a bottleneck, and it's just the nature of the beast there.
So what you're saying is qualifying is very important.
Yes, it is. And track position's important. If you can be physically first, you don't got to worry about bottlenecks, unless you're the one creating it.
Well, then it doesn't matter. Everyone's still behind you.
Yeah. I guess then you do want it to be a bottleneck.
Yeah, I'm just looking through some of the other results here. I'm going to make a quick shout out to my buddy from college, Alan Alexander. Looks like he's in first place right now in UTV forced induction. Right on, Alan.
What kind of car is he in?
I think I can't remember if he's in a Can-Am or if he's in a Polaris.
So on the tracker right now, I'm showing the 7 truck ahead of the 83. So we're going to need to keep an eye on this. So they've come through the timing split at 396, or our timing loop. And we had Luke at 754. Alan Impudia was a minute 25 behind, and then Andy in the number 7 truck was a minute 38 behind. So Andy and Alan are really close with each other. But I'm really curious what's going on with this tracker. I see you're looking at the Stella. What is that telling you? Is the Stella saying the same thing?
Yeah.
So did Luke have a flat? I'm going to say
Updated 3
possibly.
minutes ago. No, Luke hasn't updated.
Oh, he hasn't updated? Okay.
He's 6 minutes.
Well, this is something to keep an eye on because
Ooh.
I want to see this next timing split at 4:05, what that says. But I'm definitely showing Luke behind Andy right now on the Racer Redefined tracker.
Yeah, he's not updated though.
But he's moving on the Racer Redefined one is what's kind of
Yeah.
concerning me, but is making me think that I don't know. I want
You're
to
kind of
see.
giving into your bias. If you're concerned, that means that you're wanting Luke to win. Is that what you're?
Well, no.
Who was your pick, by the
actually, I
way?
picked Bryce.
Okay.
So I kind of need Andy to get out front and pull away, but. But I'm enjoying just seeing a good race.
This is an interesting shot.
So, I mean, from what I'm hearing, Andy's back out in front of Luke. So I'm going to say Luke had to have a flat, pulled over. You can change that in 30 seconds. And now the track position they worked so hard to get, he's now given up.
Left 2 to right 2. Nice work.
Okay, so Bryce's in-car is is back up now. And so far, I'm not really seeing any dust here. So I think the tracker might be correct.
Coming danger. Stop rock crawl.
Is Bryce's helicopter back up? Do we have a heli shot from Bryce's team?
Rock in right.
No, it just
Okay,
updated.
yeah,
You're
apparently
wrong.
not.
You're wrong.
Hard right.
I got Luke updated 0 minutes ago.
Rock on the right.
Alan updated 0 minutes ago.
Here's the
Well,
hard right 2.
Bryce was 6 minutes ago, but
Just from what I'm seeing here, I'm not seing dust. So we'll see as he. Man, I think he might already be over Bisnaga Summit because there's a spot there where you can really see far out in front of you, and that would have been a great spot to see if there was.
I mean,
dust,
the only reason
we
that,
would know.
this would be is if he got a flat, because he's moving now. So
Correct.
which would suck. That's to get all through the summits and not get a flat. Get around his cousin.
Well, I'm saying he got flat because at 400 he was a minute 36 ahead of Andy, and at 405 he's now 41 seconds ahead.
Something happened.
Well, and I'm just watching this right now. Andy's driving with a little pep. So maybe you're right.
I mean, that if he did have a flat, which I'm gonna lean towards he did, that tightens things up with both Impudia
Everybody.
and his cousin Andy.
You don't think he would have stopped for fuel or something, right? We didn't catch it?
From what I was told, he had already fueled,
Yeah.
and he was good to go. And where this was at, you're not gonna have a pit in that area.
Yeah.
They're in a fairly remote area.
When's our next score timing loop here? We are at 4:53. Be the
Yeah,
next one?
453, which is
gonna be a
almost
long
to the
wait.
finish. Yeah. Well, that is the finish actually. That's
right.
Rancho Nelson.
Let's listen in here. Maybe they'll talk about seeing his cousin.
Don't run. Straight through. All right, go ahead, go ahead. Right 5. Right 4 now, tighten down. Left 5. Get ready to go left line. Go left, go left. Right 3. Left 3 now. Left 4. Tight right 3. Here's that tight right 3. And right 5 to left 4. Left 4. Right 4, left 3. Danger, rocking right. Working. Here it is, rocking right. The widow guy.
I mean, you can't tell, but he is like inches from stuff. Every turn, he's just right on something.
No, that goes back to the precision, we were talking about when they were going up the summits. The margin for error is there is none. You have to drive perfectly. And all three of these guys, honestly, I mean, we haven't seen any errors. I mean, maybe they've made them and we haven't caught them on camera, but they certainly haven't made any errors that have made them lose a ton of time. That's for sure.
No, and they've had plenty of opportunity to screw up.
Yeah.
Well, if Luke did get a flat and ended up having 2 flats and still wins this, that's
Pretty impressive.
to me. Yeah, I mean that.
Duncan needs a raise for doing
Because
those tire changes that fast.
You can't just that's over a minute you're giving away. And at the level of competition right now, you can't give away a minute.
That's at least a minute 30, I would say. Probably like 40 to 45 seconds per flat.
Yeah. I was thinking pit 30 seconds, but no, a flat is probably a little longer than 30 seconds.
If I recall, I think Duncan was saying 42 seconds was his
42
fastest.
is what I've heard.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's say 45. So
So minute
and a
30,
half.
which is in a lifetime relative to what we're seeing right now.
And a ridiculously fast time to change a tire at trophy truck.
Yeah.
Because that's getting out of the truck, pulling it out of the rack. Yeah, like there's a lot going on there in 45 seconds.
Let's see. We got Alan up there. It's a lot of non-moving vehicles right now in this split screen.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, they really are.
RPI still, yeah, see, they're still stuck in that whole thing.
Yeah, on the far left,
And there's,
like second from the bottom, that looks like a bottleneck to me.
It looks like we do have the helicopter back in the air.
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah.
and there's a bunch of cars behind them on that bottleneck. Travis has been sending me pictures.
Yeah, there's stuff on social media too.
Tight. Big drop, okay. Big drop, okay.
All right, so as we're watching this multi-view, we've got some more fans that have posted some social media clips. So let's take a look at those. So this is that bottleneck, which looks like Thor Herbst to me.
Langley's.
So it looks like they actually made a line to the right of the boulder that went around that. And
Yeah,
because that truck's parked.
that's the Spectra.
And look how loose and silty that is.
Yeah.
I would almost say at some point another two-wheel drive got stuck in that silt and would
Oh, I
have
think
blocked that line.
Yeah.
Like
Right
that.
as you said that.
It's gonna make for a long day.
Oh shit, he got
I
a
think that's
flat.
Naples. Nope, that's Baldy.
He got a flat.
Just got a
I'll
flat.
change it.
What did he just hit right there?
It just got that, it looked like the left front. He tagged it pretty good.
Yeah, was that a boulder? What was that was buried in there?
Oh, we
Okay.
saw this earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about the UTV, why it was parked sideways on the cobblestone.
Yikes.
That's where it always gets sketchy when you have multiple lines and they come back together. You know, you got to make sure you're clear. Get another look at that. You know, it's what's tough is that UTV is trying to make that pass, get ahead of them, and I think that truck that's Dan Chamley, I believe, probably didn't realize he was even there and was coming back in. And
Yeah,
Here's the pass on the highway.
yeah, there's Luke.
yep, so there's Luke going by, and then Andy basically coming out right behind him.
Well, I'm still watching here on the tracker. I think you were right. Andy got by Luke.
Well, here's our
Here we
helicopter
are, yeah.
shot. So let's see if we can get a wide shot at some point and see if there's dust behind him. But I'm pretty confident. I'm gonna say Luke got a flat, and in doing so gave up the physical lead to Andy again.
Too tight. Go left, too tight. Right, 4 to left 3.
You know, something that I think we've grown accustomed to in watching the four-wheel drives all day long. You don't see them, obviously, sliding around the corners as much anymore. Like that hairpin back there, the thing didn't get too sideways. That's the beauty of the four-wheel drive.
You point and shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're you got that front end pulling you through everything, and it's like instead of drifting through every corner, you're just driving through it.
Still right 5. Right 5 over. Right 3, left 3.
So our timing, I started on the Riviera, but the finish line is going to be in Rancho Nelson. Yeah, so that's something we should point out here. Yeah, and then they'll do the ceremonial finish at the ramp back down at Riviera, but their scored time is going to finish in Rancho Nelson at race mile 453. So we don't have a whole lot of miles left, is my point here.
Right 4, left 2.
No, we're like, what, 40 minutes
Left 2, 2.
out?
We got 49 mile or
Right
Give me 1 second here. 40 miles remaining.
Right 5.
And Bryce has averaged
Right
at
2 off camber.
this point 49.78 miles an hour.
Crazy if it ends up below 50. Goes to show you how brutal today is.
I was surprised their average mile per hour to Viadate Trinidad. I thought it would have been a little higher.
This is fun stuff right here.
Yeah, oh
These
yeah.
guys are having so much fun right now.
And we race through here so often, they probably know this stuff like the back of their hand.
This is like the complete inverse of all that rocky roughness
Yeah.
they were just through.
There's some cross-grain ditches that'll get you,
Tighten up left 4. Right 3.
but no big boulders or trees, that's for sure.
It definitely opens up here, and you can see it's more dusty. So that's going to kind of force Luke to lay off of him a little bit.
It is.
Actually, that's right. You're right. Danger, rocking left, dip, rocking left, dip.
Oh yeah, hit Luke's gap on at mile marker 410 on Allen is only 18 seconds.
But that's the problem he's got now, is now he's back into
Yeah.
Bryce's, Andy's dust, and it's dustier now. Like all the way to the finish, it's kind of silty and dusty. So that little honeymoon period he had in the DG where it
Yeah,
wasn't
that's
as
a good
dusty,
point.
that's gone. So now, and Alan's in clean air. And I'm sure Alan, his crew's watching this and they're relaying this to him. So Alan's probably, kind of smelling some blood in the water here. And he has the,
Man, look at
he
this,
has a
Justin
small
Lofton,
window here.
all the way back at 365.
He was the first one, I think, out of the bottleneck
Yeah.
at Cordillera del Molina. So I think
Well, he'll
he's
have a
kind of
nice
out on his
dust-free
own.
run to go get fourth place if he doesn't mess up. Or shoot, he could get a podium if something happens to one of the three out
Correct.
front right
Yeah.
now.
Coming hard, left 3 up here. Yep, left 3. Fine. Good. Right 2.
They're very rapidly closing in on Ojos Negros. So not a lot of miles left.
Left 4. Coming straight through.
And
And stay right. Stay
Alan's going to be pushing hard.
40 at the bottom.
Well, I can't wait to hear the story
Tighten it up now.
from Luke McMillan as to what happened.
Copy. Right 5. Left 5. Left 5. Right 4 over green. Careful. Right 4 over green. Yeah, that's easy. We're going to go right up the hill. Right up the hill. Right 4 up the hill. Left 3 after. Come on, baby. Straight over down yellow. Caution down yellow. This one's down yellow. Oh,
They're having fun in there, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yep, done. To the left. You
I
call
mean,
it. Yep, right in the middle.
How can you not have fun in one of these trucks? It's fun just watching that thing, let alone driving it.
Crazy looking at the miles per hour average between Luke and Andy McMillan, at least on this screen here. Luke is 47.15 miles an hour, and Andy is 47.87. I mean,
All the way down to left.
in the decimal points.
And it looks like Andy has
He's
kind
turning the
of,
wick up here, I think.
yeah, I think Andy's gapped Luke out a little bit. Luke, well, part of that though is the dust that we're talking about.
Yeah.
You can only drive what you can see. If Luke just got a flat, he knows he cannot get another flat.
Yeah.
So he's got to like kind of lay off of Andy. Just the problem that we were talking about is this going to play right into Impudia's hands and give Impudia the overall? So Impudia's got clean air. And what was Impudia was at the last, at 4:10, he was 18 back. So we're going to get a time on him at 4:15 very shortly. I want to see if he's, I bet he's like 10 seconds off Luke at this next split.
So that different line that Luke took about an hour or so ago,
Yeah.
that I thought was a mistake. Clearly it was planned, or it looks like it was planned. Because it looks like it was planned, the likelihood of him missing a VCP is probably pretty slim there. But that's the other thing that's going to play into this. If any of these guys missed a VCP, all of this split-second stuff doesn't matter anymore.
Things can happen, but these guys are too good. They know where the VCPs are. There's no way Luke would have taken that line if he was going to miss a VCP.
Yeah. No, I agree with you.
No, Luke had that one up his sleeve, and he used it, and made a lot of time there.
He needs another one of those right now.
Left or after. Okay. Right 3. Crosswalk, foot. Straight to the left line. Straight to the left line.
The wise old sage Tommy Morris just says, keep in mind that Andy is much fresher behind the wheel than Luke and Alan. Thanks, Tommy.
Okay,
Right.
so through 4:15, Luke was 22 ahead of Impudia, so he made up 4 seconds. So I think Andy has kind of picked up the pace a little here, and Luke and Impudia, which goes into what you just said, Brian. Of, maybe Andy's a little bit fresher and can push just that extra little bit harder right now.
Well, you can kind of tell in the way that they're bantering right now. There's an air of excitement that I think didn't exist a half an hour ago in this truck.
No, he's got a little more pep in his step right here.
Well, the finish line's in sight. They know they're getting close. And
Down. Whoops. Fake. Yeah, I got it. Left two. Rock in
Okay,
left.
stay out of the way.
Bad G out crosswalk.
Big rock sitting right in that rut.
Rocking right.
Normally, like in this, Andy's usually listening to music. He's just cruising.
Like slow jams or
No, he does all sorts of stuff. Yeah.
Very short to right 2. Small drop, rock in right.
I always think it's a little weird to listen to music because then you can't listen to, what the truck's telling you. I think generally you want to be listening to the engine and the transmission and just everything. So if there is something that starts to go, you can pick it up.
Stay right.
I think this late in the race, you don't want to hear all the noises you start hearing more than that is actually there.
Just feel it.
Going right 3 up the
You're
hill.
either going to make it to the finish line or you're not. Man, such great footage. Huge shout out to the Menzies family for. I'm assuming this is still the Menzies.
Yeah, I think this is the heli.
Yeah.
5. Hard right.
Yeah, I guess it helps when the guy that's physically out front has got the helicopter with the camera on it.
Yeah, it was great that we were able to plan it that way,
Off the road. Off the road.
All right, they're kind of getting to the outskirts of Ojos here. They're not far out.
Out here, left 2.
Okay, so we have a serious battle on our hands. We've got 3 trucks. They're going at it. It's Luke McMillan, Andy McMillan in Bryce Minzy's truck, and Alan Impudia. And this is our coverage from the BFGoodrich SCORE Baja 500. Let's take a quick break, and we will be back with our finish.
Oh my God. Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Somewhere in the world, there's a place where every corner holds a new discovery. Want to find out? Here, comfort isn't measured by extravagance. It's measured by the purity of authenticity. What seems simple on these streets is a symphony of flavors at every turn, where history is served on a plate and the most revolutionary experiences are tasted one bite at a time. Like that first time standing before 12 volcanoes, feeling so unique. Or those giants in the middle of the desert who have waited thousands of years just to keep sharing their story with you. Here, vineyards stretching to the horizon are just part of everyday life. Dance, sail, run, and ride. That's a decision you can make at any moment of your trip. Let the wind guide you, the horizon inspire you, and the journey transform you. Here, what seems ordinary, like crossing a desert, enjoying the sea, and watching the sunset from a forest, is truly a treasure. This isn't just a place, it's a feeling. And what is just part of daily life for us, for you, it's an invitation to an unforgettable journey.
left 3. Left 3.
Yeah, I've lost like 4.
Left 5.
Rich,
Right 4. Left 5 over flag green. Right 5, danger rocket, left strad. Happy. Left 4.
okay, welcome back to our coverage of the BFGoodrich SCORE Baja 500. We're on board with Andy McMillan driving the number 7 Bryce Menzies truck. And we have a major battle going on between our top 3, being Luke McMillan, our adjusted time leader, followed by Alan Impudia, and then Andy McMillan in the Bryce Menzies truck. And they are all within less than a minute of each other, about race mile, just past 425. And we've got about 28 more miles left to the, 28 more miles left to the finish.
It's the home stretch. Clear air for Andy.
Okay, so as we're watching this real quick, Surviving Baja is a groundbreaking documentary series, and season 3 dives into what it takes to make it in off-road racing. So we have a sneak peek look at it right now.
I think if someone's going to come down here, surround yourself with good people. I knew he wanted to go race, but what kid doesn't, right? You know, what made Jack kind of special is the fact that he seemed to really get it. He seemed to be really good at it.
Are we doing everything that we can do to win in preparation that we've gone through, the millions of notes we've taken, the hours of time we spent trying to be ready for this moment? Does it all come to fruition and we put the hammer down and go win?
I've had really good friends get injured being outside of the truck. I want to go home to my family.
Man, so Surviving Baja, for anyone that hasn't seen it, that show is amazing. The cinematography in it, and seasons 1 and 2 of Surviving Baja are available on Tubi, Roku, and Apple TV. So make sure you go check those out. And right here,
We're coming into Ojos Negros here.
yeah, he's in the speed zone coming into the military checkpoint, basically, in Ojos. So he's relatively a stone throw away from Rancho Nelson. So what do you guys think? Luke gonna be able to hold this together?
I think it's too close at this point with what's available to us data-wise. There's a lot of data, but it's too close to
According to Racer Redefined, he was 35 seconds ahead of Impudia.
At what mile marker?
Now we were looking at this, and some of these times seem a little suspect to me. So I think there might be a little variance there, but so through 420 race mile 425, Luke is 47 seconds ahead of Andy in the 7 truck, and we don't have a time on Alan yet, but we should have one pretty close. I mean, we're talking, the next split they come through at 4:30. We've got 23 miles from there.
And the last 10 miles, Luke and Andy are basically at the same pace.
Yeah, through that last 5-mile split there from 420 to 425, Luke ran a 42.15 mile per hour pace, and Andy ran a 42.19 mile per hour pace.
And now in the
basically exactly the
Yeah.
same. In the race mile 425, you were talking 420, right?
Okay, so what's
Yeah.
this dust out in front of Alan?
It's that
Alan's
van.
not that far off of. I mean, if that's unless it's a motorcycle, because we did see some bikes.
Yeah, I don't think it's not Luke and Andy.
If that is
No,
a
'cause
motorcycle, okay,
yeah, it's
he
gotta
pulled
be.
over right
Yeah,
there, right?
yeah. On the left side.
That was probably
Because Alan's coming up to the 90-degree turns here.
a very
outside of
wise
Ojo.
decision on that motorcycle to get out of the way. That's for these bike riders. When you start 5 hours ahead of the trucks, if you get caught, just get out of the way.
Oh, look at that.
Thank you for cleaning the camera
Good
for us.
job,
We really,
Kyle
really appreciate
Kraft.
that.
Look at how clear it is now.
Yeah.
Okay, at 425, Alan's come through there now. He was 24 seconds off of Luke on adjusted. So I mean, he's got to make up 24 seconds in the next 25 miles.
Definitely plausible.
But but it can go either direction.
Mm-hmm.
One missed corner, not even a missed corner, just a little wide.
Or
I
one-
used to think
or
about
one
that.
more
like,
flat tire.
If you
Oh, yeah, flat
lose
tire
by
for sure.
seconds, that's like a missed shift.
He launched it off that.
That's the Ojos jump.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
on the Ojos road, and I mean, he sent it. Okay, now he's in the speed zone. So you're 37 miles an hour. So they do have a little bit of, okay. So see the flashing red light right there? That's another thing too, is there are speed zones
Yeah.
and you can get speeding penalties here and there. And when we're talking a race of seconds, a couple little speeding penalties one way or another, you know,
It's
that
hard
could
to
literally
manage.
determine the race.
It's definitely hard to manage, but they do have like a cruise control setting that I'm sure we've talked about in the past. But just for the viewers that don't know, there are these speed zones that all of the top teams have a setting on their truck that allows them to set the speed.
Is that how close they are right now? Do you see how close those two trucks are?
Yeah.
Luke is
Yeah.
right on Andy.
Yeah.
And they're driving through the town of Ojos Negros right now.
And if people are, so I cut you off on the speed zone. Why don't you go ahead and
Well, yeah,
elaborate?
it basically makes it so where you're not, as the driver, you're not modulating the throttle to maintain a speed. You just hold the throttle, and the computer system basically is either cutting fuel or cutting spark and managing your speed. So typically these guys, unless that system is malfunctioning or they're forgetting to switch it on when they get into a speed zone, the speed penalties should be kind of non-existent for these guys.
Yeah, other than when you come in
Hot.
going 120 miles an hour into the speed zone and you got to go to 37, where's that margin, you know, and to where they start counting the 37?
Yeah, and how
you know.
far over the 37 and for how many seconds you can get penalized.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you with the cutting the throttle. Once you're in it and that's on, you're not going to go over.
But it's the window of getting into
it's
it.
the ins and outs and where you could get, and all it's going to take when we're literally talking, probably 30 seconds is going to be close to what's dividing our leaders.
Yeah, look at this. I mean, what is that?
200 yards?
Yeah.
The thing is, though, is as soon as he gets back on the throttle, it's going to get extremely dusty. I think Luke's going to have to back off.
Yeah, but what a testament to Luke. You know, I mean, if he did have whatever happened to Luke that allowed Andy to get back in front of him,
He keeps
Luke
reeling
clearly
back in.
is. Luke is running faster than his cousin. Otherwise, he wouldn't be catching him.
That's when he got the clean air. I'm like, okay, he's got this
Yeah.
for sure. And then, man, like he had to just been kicking himself with whatever happened there.
You also got to wonder too. I mean, the same tools we're using right now are available to both of their crews. So they've got to be updated on the, it's pretty hard. Wait, that's a.
Oh.
I thought we had Alan showing
yeah.
up in the back, but that's civilian traffic.
Yeah.
They're trying to get in the mix.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guarantee you that they know exactly what's going on with
They
each
know
other.
what we knew. We know, yeah.
Okay,
What do we
well
got
they're in the
here?
speed zone. I'm not. Without a hood, it's really hard to tell who we're
No,
on board
this
with.
is Trey.
Trey Gibbs.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he didn't have a hood,
Yeah.
so that very well could be Trey Gibbs, which I think is our trophy spec leader.
Well, I recognize the header
throughout
wrap.
the day, yeah.
I knew the truck and I recognized that header wrap.
Well, and Trey Gibbs, he's more of a short course driver. That he's been doing more desert now, right?
Yeah, and I believe this is Pavordi's old truck. If I remember
Is it?
correctly.
Okay. Yeah, I think it might be. But he's, I want to say a year ago or something, he qualified first, and then he got stuck in the boulders by Ojos and created a bottleneck. But I think he's been having some strong runs. He qualified third, so this would be an impressive. Actually, he qualified second, so that'd be an impressive run. Okay, so they're out of the
4
speed
minutes
zone.
on Brent Fox there.
So we're back to our overall leaders, and they're out of the speed zone. And I mean, we've just got a short little way going into Rancho Nelson. And this is where I think it gets really dusty in here. I think Luke's gonna have his work cut out to try to stay close to Andy. And look at how many
You
spectators
keep saying
are lining
that,
the coast.
but he has kept this
keeps
gap.
doing it.
He's kept this gap through every section of the race course. So I wouldn't count him out here.
I just he was close enough. You would think he'd be able to make a pass, but I don't think he can.
It's probably not worth trying. I mean,
I
he
agree.
only has to win by a second, or a nanosecond. But
it's just the one he's got to worry about is Impudia. He just got to stay close to Andy, and he'll have Andy on adjusted.
yeah, he's through 4:30, showing 29 seconds on Alan Impudia.
So, to be clear, Alan has to gain that 29, right?
Yeah, and he's had clean air pretty much all day, and he hasn't been able to do it. So I think, again, we're seeing Luke is running a faster pace here. No question.
Yeah.
He's had the most difficult circumstances with Andy's dust in his face. And if Alan was gonna make time on him, he would have done it in his clean air. So I think it's clear that, today, Luke deserves this win, even though he almost threw it away with whatever happened a little while ago. But we'll see. It's not over.
Yeah, Luke's been the fastest driver for the majority of the race, I would say. The one thing that we got to look at is Andy's not really holding him up, though. Because Alan's not able to close. The differential to Impudia keeps kind of toggling back and forth. It's been 18 seconds, now it's back to 29. So there's spots where Alan gains, spots where Alan loses, so he's not really being held back by his dust that much.
The interesting thing here, too, is we talked about the Mason spec class, right? So we've got the trucks are, for the most part, the same. Yes, they've got nuances that are different. But there's so many other facets that go into this. We talk about it all the time. It's the driving, it's the navigating, the notes, it's the pit crew. It's all of that. And what we're seeing here is you've got three teams that are almost exactly the same. And we're talking less than a minute separating them after almost 500 miles. They are all running at a pace with all pieces of their team. They're equal.
For hours.
Yeah. So
it's not some fluke thing. This is consistency.
As we're watching this battle coming into the finish, let's listen in with Andy and in their car as they're bringing us into Rancho Nelson.
No, rocking right, then left. There you go, rocking right. Left still, maybe. Caution, dip here, and caution, steep dip, not that, this, steep dip here. Go hard right off, hard 90 right off here. Not yet, not yet. Now, now. Got it. Left 4, right 3. Left 4, right 2 now. Right 2. Left 3. Left, right 3. Bad rock in left. Tight right 3. Bad rock is left. Like you said, not very windy here, so. Yeah. Right 4. Left 5. Bad rock in left. Right 5. Bad rock in left there. Left. 3 deep. Danger. Left 3 up deep. And then must go right 2 times. Must go right. Yep. And hard right 2. Hard right 2. Yeah, get it. Left 4. Coming hard right 3. Must go right 3. Right. Yep. Left 2. Left 2. Cut it early if you want. Yep. Come on, bitch. Come on. Right 5. Danger. Tight over right here. Going right 4. Here's right 4. Coming left 6 over green. Left 6 over green. Yep. Left 4 plus. Yep. Right first and then left 4 plus at top. Right 3. Left 4. And hard right 2. Left right 2. Right 4 to hard left 3. Okay, off camera. Right 3 now, tight. And right 3, tight again. Too bad though. Yep, right 4. And coming camber, slippy left 3. Here it is, camber, slippy left 3. How's my tires? Good for me. 29 on the left front, 24 on the right front. And hard right 2, hard right 2. Left 4, coming right 4, to right 5 over, slip left, caution, right 5, slip left, left 3, left 4, right 5, to left 4, tight, left right, to left 3, tight, and then right 2, and left 2. Right 3 long. Still right 3. Still right 3. And then right 6 over yellow. Right 6 over caution, double dip. And then this coming caution dip here. Small dip. Left 6 down over yellow. Yellow. Right 5. Oh yeah. Still right 5. Caution. Double dips. Big double dips. And coming to left 4. Coming to left 5. Danger stop. Deep G out. Here's the danger stop. Right 5 and left 4 and crest. Yep, left 4 and then hard left 2. Hard left 2. Left 5. Left 5, you're right. You're right. Yeah. Coming to left and left. keep right. Straight ahead, straight ahead, straight ahead. Left four tight. Tire pressures are fine still. Okay. Left 5 down to right 3 long. Left 5 down, right 3 long. Still right 3, still right 3. Left 4 long, left 4 tight, left 4, left. To right 4, here, right 4. To left 4. Here's left 4. Right 3 before barn, right 3. Right 5, left 5. Left 4. Coming right 5, narrowing out. Right 5, narrowing out. Right 2 to left 2 long. Yeah, coming hard right 1. Hard right 1, remember, really hard. A lot of cutting brake for me. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Left 4. Narrow with slip on the right. Narrow with slip on the right. Right 4. Left 4, maybe 3. And hard right 2. Oh, this is hard right 2. Come on, bitch. Coming left. Sorry, I didn't mean to call you. Yeah. Woo, come on, baby. Sorry, kids. Right 5 and then right 3. Right 3. Must go left 4. Must go left 4. And right 4. Slippy. Slippy right 3 down. Lift left. Okay. Left 4. Right 5 to left 3. Left 3. Left 4 tight all the way down to 1. Left 4. Tight left 1. Lift on the right. Right 4. Left 4. Right 2. Here's right 2. Right 2 again. Right 5. Left 4. Here's left 4. Tighten down to 2.
All right, so that was pretty awesome sitting there on board with Andy. He's wheeling that thing, and I think the thing that we've all been noticing is how silty and dusty it is there. And we talked about how was that going to affect Luke, and through 440, Andy's made up about 30 seconds on Luke.
In a 5-mile stretch.
Yeah.
Correct.
So the tables are turning here right now, and this is the thing we talked about. Again, what separates our sport from all other forms of motorsports is the dust. And Andy is kicking up so much dust right now, and this portion of the racetrack can be treacherous. And Luke is smart. Luke McMillan comes from a lineage where they know what they should and shouldn't do, and he's probably not going to take the chances. So this could play into Andy's favor right now. He's added 30, or removed 30 seconds from his time in 5 miles. He's got another 5 or 6 miles left. If he does it again, this could end up being Andy and Bryce's race, which is surprising.
And the one that I really want to watch, and I want to see this split through 440, is how does this push Luke back right into Alan's lap and put Alan where he takes the overall? Because Alan's got clean air. Luke
is drowning right now. Look at
dust.
this. Yes.
Like Luke probably can't see anything right now. And all this is going to take is, Alan at 435 was 29 seconds back. So if he lost 30 seconds to Bryce, did he lose 30 seconds to Alan? Because then they're going to be in a dead heat. And we're going to know in just a second here
He's still got
when
clean
he
air.
comes through
Yeah.
440. Yeah, he's got totally clean air. Luke can't see anything. And so his split through 440 is going to be coming through any second, and I really want to see it because Luke lost just under 30 seconds to Andy. And if Alan's holding pace, you can see the helicopter right there. If Alan's holding pace with Andy, then he's just going to be in a dead heat right now. I mean, this is going to come down to seconds, I think, between Alan and Luke.
Oh my. I don't know how credible this is. Andy right front slowly leaking per Brady.
He doesn't have that far to go. It's not. You're not going to stop at this point.
No.
And
Not
there
for
is-
a slow leak, no.
And
Yeah.
Pudia's coming into the dust here now.
And he's a ways back, so you can see how bad
Oh,
the
yeah.
dust is hanging.
Oh, we got the times in.
0 seconds.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
0 seconds.
There
So
goes
that's what I was saying.
0.37.
Less than a second.
So we wanted to see a race. We got a race right now, and Luke has got to be freaking out in the dust right now because he knows what's happening. When you're just sitting there and you're just being held up in
Is
the
it?
dust,
Are we back on board with
still in.
Luke?
I think we're still in with Alan.
This is
from-
Alan.
in the cab.
Yeah.
You can tell by the SATCOM.
Yeah.
Caution times 10. Left 3-1.
All right, everybody, you want to see a race?
Yeah.
We have a 0.37 differential between first and second, with just probably about 10 miles to go.
It's like watching, like you didn't need to watch any of the other 3/4 of the basketball game. It's just the final 30 seconds. Tune in because it's going to come down to that. Like,
Well, it's going to be a buzzer beater.
this is anybody's game here.
Left 2. Rocks out.
What's going to be cool too is they're all going to be at the finish line together.
3-2. Rocks in over.
I mean, what a race.
Right 1,
And
left
we're almost 450 miles of grueling terrain, and we're 0.37 seconds apart between our leaders.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, I was thinking about Luke. You said he's pissed sitting in the dust. He's also, whatever happened to him to allow Andy to get by him, he's replaying that one in his head over and over again right now.
Well, if he comes in second because of that, he's going to be replaying that one over and over for
Yeah.
months.
Yeah.
Right 4-2.
Probably have nightmares about it.
Left 2 tight.
And probably not be real happy with Andy kicking up so much dust.
Right 2.
Hey,
It's not his fault, though.
No.
Yeah, it's racing's racing. But he's gonna be like, "Come on, cousin, you could have helped me out a little bit."
but yeah, I mean, you just look at that. When we got that shot a while ago that showed the dust just sitting in that slot behind Andy, and here Andy's got just clear blue skies. And still, Alan does as well. Alan's not
Yep.
eating the dust yet. The fact that Andy's holding on, or that Luke is holding on like he is mind-blowing.
It just, you can, like we've been saying all day, you can only drive what you can see. And there's just a point where if Luke pushes too hard, he'll have another issue
Yeah.
and throw it away.
Yeah.
So you can only do so much. And I think this is playing right into Alan's hands.
All right, we're gonna get a 4:45 mile marker update here. Andy just went through.
So Andy's 8 miles from the finish. I believe we have a drone in Rancho Nelson too, so we might get some drone shots from there, as well as the helicopter shot we've already got.
4 seconds behind Luke, I'm corrected. 4 seconds behind Luke.
The dust is just hanging in there, and you're in all these little valleys in the mountains, and a lot of times it's just, there's no wind, it's just still, and it just hangs forever.
I know. Left 4.
It's amazing that Allen is not in Luke's dust yet.
Yeah, I thought he would have seen it by now.
Still got clear running. Okay, we just got it in. How is this possible? Luke's got 30 seconds on Andy again.
No, Andy was 33 before, wasn't he?
No,
he's 36. So Andy's made another 6 seconds on him.
Oh, that's right. It was Ampudia. Well, even that, to have only lost 6 seconds and all that dust is pretty phenomenal.
While we're watching this battle, John, what do you got to say at the Warbucks action desk?
So just a quick reminder, this thing is so close, going to go to the finish, that we're definitely going to be trying to call it the unofficial results, because, a few seconds, like you guys were mentioning, a few seconds of speeding penalty along the way for any of these teams could instantly change results. So, we're all going to hang tight for tomorrow morning's penalty report, but this is too close to call.
So, John, you're reminding us to not say things that aren't true is basically what you're saying, right?
Yeah, at least say the unofficial part, yeah.
There's the attorney and somebody coming out right there.
I've managed to lose a race that I celebrated with champagne the night before and then woke up the next day to only find out that we got second.
Yeah.
Some great helicopter shots here.
Anyway, you slice it with these three today. I mean, there's only one winner, but they've all put on an absolute show for the fans, that's for sure.
So as we look at our split times here, through 4:45, Andy picked up 6 seconds. So if Alan Ampudia is holding pace with Andy, that would mean that as Ampudia comes through, I would expect him to be 6 seconds in the lead. So we'll see how this plays out. But, it's, if I had to bet, I'm going to say Ampudia is at least 5 seconds ahead of Luke on adjusted right now when he comes through 4:45.
You can tell Andy, he sees that first place trophy in his mind right now. Look at how he's pushing so hard through this stuff.
Just, I forgot what we bet on our calls here, but we talked about physical winner, right?
No. Well, no. All we did was pick the winners, and I lost.
Because I did pick the number 7. Unfortunately, I think he's going to get third. But he is going to cross the line first, I think.
Careful, don't jinx him.
I feel pretty good about him right now, but it is Baja. Anything can happen, and he is throwing it down.
Yeah, that in-car footage of him.
That was great when we were riding along, and you could hear him, you could tell they're just having a good time.
And it's so fun to slide around these corners like this with no dust. You got all your fans watching.
Okay, so
coming into Nelson's here, yeah?
Yeah, coming into Rancho Nelson. Not quite there yet, but very, very close. And then once you get into Rancho Nelson, you kind of run back through the qualifying course too for a little bit, so you zigzag around in there.
See that, Wes? Looking like 2 seconds back for Ampudia, so anybody's race.
Wow.
Yep.
Just updated, yeah.
Okay. Man, Luke is driving his ass off in the dust.
Yeah. It's mind-blowing.
Because for him to make 2 seconds in dust when Ampudia is in clean air, that's very, very impressive.
All three of these guys are going to sleep good tonight. Oh, he got a little close to the side of the road there. I was talking a little earlier about tuning out the noise and getting into a rhythm. It looks like Andy's in that rhythm right now. I mean,
he's in the zone.
Yeah.
100%. I mean, he's on the ragged edge right there, but but he's not really making any mistakes.
So we're going to come down to literally the final seconds of this thing.
Yeah.
And I keep going back to what you said. Luke made up 2 seconds in blinding dust. And Alan lost 2 seconds with a clear run. And cousin Andy has got a clear run, and he can't shake Luke. No matter what happens today, Luke is a rock star.
He drove his ass off, no matter what.
And the funny thing is, we can't see him right now. Like, we got no footage of him. He just keeps clicking off times, and we got no camera footage of him.
So, one thing I was kind of curious here is, do you think that they have relayed to Andy, hey, your cousin is in a dog fight right now. You need to pick up the pace because he's in your dust, and Empudia is closing on him.
You can bet.
Do you think they would relay that to him?
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah. Because Andy wants to win too.
No, he does.
Yeah.
Okay, they're in Rancho Nelson. I mean, we're probably a mile from the finish.
Let's turn up the in-car sound here so we can hear what he says when he crosses the finish line.
Don't go too big. We don't need a James Dean here. Yeah. Nice and easy. Coming right 3 to the bottom. Right 3 and jump careful.
Okay, so everybody watching, if you're a fan of off-road racing, I mean, this is
not
a hell of a race.
Get any better than this. This, after 500 miles, to have it. Okay, what do we have here? 21 seconds. Luke's got Andy by 21 seconds at race mile 450. Again, this is unofficial.
Which means Andy keeps pulling away from Luke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, with the way this dust is, it makes sense.
Of course. Yeah, that's another 10 seconds.
Yeah, and to think that when we saw that helicopter shot at Ojos in the speed zone, that Luke was 200 yards behind him.
Yeah.
And now Andy's...
Oh, look at Luke coming. He's on a mission right now.
Andy's put like 40 seconds on Luke. Luke's not really in dust that bad.
No, it doesn't look that bad. Not here.
Yeah. That may have been, maybe the dust kind of mellowed out a little bit, and that's how Luke was able to get that 2 seconds on Alan.
Oh, up on 2 wheels.
He's got to be getting super close.
I wonder
to the
what
finish.
Mark McMillan and Scott McMillan are doing right now.
He's blowing the corner.
Oh,
He blew the corner. He launched that jump so hard he couldn't brake for the corner. Okay,
Yep, left 4.
Let's listen.
Right 5. Should be over to the finish. Careful. Careful. Oh, yeah. Oh, stop. You, my friends, are a fucking hero.
Man.
Oh, God.
Impressive.
Across the finish line.
Wow.
What a drive, guys. Congrats. That was awesome to watch.
That was Steve, yeah?
Yep.
I think it was about 50 seconds off your bumper, so it might have got us by 10 seconds, but oh my God, great job, guys. Great job.
Thank you, Steve. That was fucking fun.
Horn told me to tell you to leave your gloves and helmet with you for the finish line parade thing at the end.
Copy that. Leave gloves and helmets and everything on. We got a right rear.
Okay, so here comes Luke.
I got a right rear.
Ooh, look at him hard on the binders there.
Jeez.
Yeah, right front and rear, we're showing flat almost, but 45 to 47 seconds off your bumper. Your cousin just came in.
Copy that.
27.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Should we have Sean change this?
that wouldn't...
Here?
Wow.
Let's look at our score timing loop. Okay, that's saying 27 seconds too. So,
Man. So what's
okay,
that gonna mean for
where's Alan?
Yeah.
It's all on what can Alan do right here? Man, he's not even in.
Yeah.
He's not even in Rancho Nelson, but he started. What was it? 4 minutes behind Luke.
But I tell you, just watching this right now,
I don't think he's close.
and he was going so much faster through this section.
Yeah.
Got us 10 seconds ahead of Luke. We need to keep.
Man, what a barn burner this has been today. I haven't watched. I haven't watched a race in a long time, but I don't think I've ever seen a race that's this close.
No. The 1,000 was close, but not like this.
I don't know if I'll get asked to come back, but if I do, I'm coming because I got a good front row seat.
No, it's so exciting to watch.
It's getting closer and closer. Yeah. I can tell you what Bryce is thinking right now. By default, the new truck would easily win. You just have to keep pace with the fuel mileage.
Yeah,
Done.
yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, and they're already talking about how much more stable it feels, and they have barely put any miles on it. So yeah, I think the game is going to level up again, which is good.
Alan, okay, Alan's like fairly close in here.
Yeah.
This is gonna be like
Let's see what he
less than
does.
5 seconds.
Let's watch.
Oh, he's on
I mean,
it.
he's driving the wheels off that thing.
Right 180. Left 3. Caution times 10, G out.
I'm gonna say he's got about a minute and a half to crossing the finish line. He's go down here. He's got to make this 180, and then maybe less than that actually. You make this 180. There's not too much left till he gets to the finish line. See if he can make this corner that Andy blew.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of off camber.
Oh man, he just launched it off that one.
Yeah, so he's going down that hill. He's coming into that corner that Andy blew. So can he get through this clean?
No way.
This is going to be so close. Yeah, he made that corner good.
Clean.
Man right 2, G out, left 3.
Hey Wes, if you look at the time on the screen,
9 hours.
we're thinking he needs to be 9:10:53 across the finish line.
Yeah.
So it looking pretty good for Luke.
Yeah, like I said, I think it's going to be about 5 seconds.
Look at him matted.
Yeah. And he has
Oh my God.
No tire.
left rear.
Oh my gosh.
Get out of the way.
When did that happen?
Just now.
I thought I heard him talking about losing a tire.
He left it all on the track.
Well, I heard some cuss words, and I'm wondering, so
Wow.
I'm sure he
so
felt
did
that come
he
apart.
shatter
yeah.
a wheel, you think?
No, I think the tire came
12
apart.
seconds. 12 seconds.
And of course it's unofficial, so any penalties for speeding along the way, you never know. Wow.
Man, this
Okay, everybody watching,
You just
if you
watched
want
history.
to see a badass race,
it just keeps getting better.
Doesn't get any better than that. I mean, that was amazing.
You had to watch that entire
If you want to
part,
see,
the last bit.
so the 58th BFGoodrich SCORE Baja 500, that was one heck of a race.
He's still got to get down into the convention center too. So,
He does.
so Kyle's got to get out and change the tire.
I think he's doing it right now.
Yeah, that's what I think's happening.
Okay, so
Man,
we
what
have
a
a
good
replay
show.
of this. Let's take a look at what happened to Alan here.
Turn the volume up so we can listen to him.
Right.
Yeah, he's flat.
It was right there, yeah.
Yeah.
You can see the chunks coming out.
Do we have actually maybe 2 turns prior to that? Because I think it happened like right around that area that
right hand?
Andy had blown that left-hand corner.
Like almost
Because he
like
wouldn't
right
have been
after
able to make that
yeah.
corner so clean if he didn't have a left rear.
Man, that could have been a disaster there with him out of
I think the
control.
left rear was in the air the whole time, Wes.
Unreal to have this.
12.51 seconds is what I'm...
Unofficial.
Yeah. Hey, big props to all three of these
Oh my
drivers.
gosh.
Unreal, yeah. And this has been hours. They've been seconds off for hours now.
Yeah, I wish we had the heart rate on ourselves. So we still get to see him down on the ramp. I am looking forward to hearing all three of these guys banter back and forth. So John, what are you hearing up there? Anything that we're not?
I haven't heard anything unique or special, but definitely some of the crazy thoughts on this race. And it's what an amazing race, good to the last drop. And, you know, I picked Ampudia to win. And so I'm going to hold on to that until at least tomorrow morning until those things, because 12 seconds, holy smokes, what a race. And also interesting to see, you know, starting back further off the line because of the qualifying effort. But sometimes it really kind of played into his hands at the end where he wasn't in the dust. So interesting, you know, strategies for some guys want to start always in the front. Some guys like to be back a little bit, but interesting how it played out. What a great race with three racers. Amazing.
So here we're on board with Gustavo Vildosola Sr., and they were stuck back in that bottleneck for a while, but looks like they're back on the road here. And I don't think there's anybody close in the I don't want to call it the old person's class, but that's what it is.
Legends.
Yeah, legends.
Now,
Yeah, I think, you know, coming into this, we talked about what were going to be the make or break points in this race. And, you know, the summit, or the two summits, we watched them come through that. There was just a major battle between our top three. Yeah, I think as a few of the competitors that started ahead of Ampudia dropped off, that really helped Alan kind of close some of that gap because he had a little bit of some clean air. And it was also working to Kevin Thompson's favor.
Yeah.
And then, you know, unfortunately, Kevin had lost a belt, had a problem. They dropped back. But, I mean, wow, what a race. Now, I think as we're on board here, you know, let's kind of look at our other classes. We haven't talked about, I mean, how could we cut away from that race?
Yeah,
but,
so true.
You know, like, so where are we at? Jason, Ryan, do you got updates on some of the other classes?
Yeah, let me pull up, we'll go ahead and look at the Trophy Truck spec. So updated through race mile 322 is what we've got current. I've got EJ Herbst in the first position, Charles Dorrance, Brent Fox rounding out the podium, Jack Olagus in fourth, Michael Marsal in fifth, Bryce Swain in sixth, Justin Davis, Travis Pecoy, Patrick Weiland, and Trey Gibbs rounding out the top 10 in Trophy Truck spec. And that again is through race mile, data through race mile 332. Two-wheel drive Trophy Truck. We got some of the field through 332. That's Tim Herbst in first, David Ziegler second, Cameron Steele third, Sam Baldy, Maverick Gaunt, Chris Miller, Matt Cullen, Ryan Daniel, Felix Macias, Roberto Romo, and that is the top 10 in Trophy Truck two-wheel drive.
Something while you're looking up some of the other classes that I want to touch on is we did have a big bottleneck in Cordillera del Molina, and sometimes SCORE will award time credits. So I
Right.
think for some of these other classes, we're going to have to probably wait until tomorrow to kind of know how this plays
Yeah.
out.
I think there's-
because if there
without a
are
question.
time credits issued, that could kind of change how things finish as the night goes on
Correct.
and more classes come in.
So there's a shift that's happened in the Pro UTV Open. Brock Hager was out front most of the day, and at this point it's looking like Caden McCachran, not by much, 24 seconds ahead of Brock Hager on corrected time. Then we've got Brandon Sims in the third position, about 49 seconds behind Brock. And then Joe Tirana, Wayne Matlock, Mitch Guthrie, Ethan Groom, Dallas Gonzalez, Kristen Matlock, and Oscar Arambula making up the top 10 in Pro UTV Open.
And are those adjusted times or physical times?
I think they're adjusted times based on the
Okay.
timing loops.
Okay,
yeah.
good.
Yeah. Get down into the Pro UTV forced injection. And these guys are current through race mile 245. Wow. That bottleneck, I think, held a lot of these guys up. Got Alan Alexander in the first position in a Can-Am, my buddy from college, Caden Wells, second place, Edgar Garcia, Trey Sprinkle, Paul Munoz, Ivan Rivera in sixth place, Marcos Valladolid, Alfredo Olmedo, Nicholas Guriz, and Robert Ruiz making up the top 10 in forced induction.
How long has Alan been racing in forced induction? Relatively new? Does he have a lot of
No,
seat
he
time?
doesn't have a lot of experience. He's raced Nora a few times, done King of the Hammers a couple times. I think he's done some Class 10 stuff with a buddy, Charlie Peltzer. But no, I mean, he's holding his own here, and he's a motorcycle rider. And
Yeah, that's why I asked is like what his background was, because he's beating Caden Wells, and Caden Wells is a pretty fast driver.
Yeah. Looks like he's got him covered up by a minute here at race mile 245.
So we're on board with Trey Gibbs right now. He's leading spec, is that correct? Or was it someone else?
No.
Okay, so he may have had a problem falling back?
I'm showing through race mile 332.
You've got
is
EJ?
EJ Herbst, yeah.
Hey, Wes.
Yes, Trey Gibbs was way down.
Okay.
He's in 10th place.
He looks like he might be in Nuevo Junction, actually, to me, just looking at that shot. Yeah, John, what do you guys say from the Warbucks action desk?
So I'm looking at the overall timing loop through race mile 332. And so your prediction of the Pro UTVs having outstanding overall finishes right now is looking pretty solid, because it's showing Caden McCachran in 5th overall on time through that timing loop, with Brock Hager and Brandon Sims 5th, 6th, 7th overall out of all vehicles at that spot. So this overall finish for top 10 is going to be juicy all the way to the end for those guys too.
That would be pretty crazy if we could end up having a UTV crack the top 5 overall.
That's wild. Yeah.
Yeah, and with Brock and Caden split up by less than a minute, right? And we might have to sit here for another 2 or 3 hours to call that race.
Yeah, those tight mountain passes with all the rocks have certainly probably an advantage a little bit to the more nimble UTVs.
Yeah. If only we had in-car footage from the Factory Polaris team, that would be amazing. Wonder how we could make that happen.
Yeah.
It's Brock and Caden have like put some great runs in, and unfortunately we don't get to see any in-car. And it's
Look at this, we got Lauren Healy and Von Gittin now in 1-2 in Class 1.
The other thing is that they start so far back that they're in dust the whole day. So
And
if you can get a
passing.
top 5 starting with 60 or 80 cars back from the front, trophy trucks are starting in clean air. So that's an amazing finish.
Here we're on board with Cody Reed again.
Yeah, and I don't know if that's correct. So I think they have add that time back in, right? Wasn't that from that?
Correct. They'll have to add in hours for most of these trophy trucks that got stuck at that bottleneck in the top of the mountain there.
Yeah, that's
because Cody's ahead.
Well, that's
of
I
them,
talked about the time credits that might be issued here. So I think we're calling a UTV in the top 5 here, possibly a little prematurely.
But Wes, I got it at the race marker 320, which was before that spot. So even when everybody was running to that race mile 320, they all had a fair share to get there as fast as they could, I think.
So while we're on board with Cody Reed and we're waiting for our top 3 to get
332
to the ramp in Ensenada here and hear from our podium finishers and winners, what are your guys' kind of final thoughts on the race here? John, you want to start?
Oh, man.
Yeah, just again, outstanding race. SCORE fans, there's more and more great stuff in front of you. The Baja 400's coming up in September, but last year I thought it was unbelievable with the 2 trucks finishing within earshot of each other. This year it's 3, so amazing. The car cams, what a great race to be a part of, and I was glad I was here for it.
Jason?
I mean, very similar. It is ridiculous to see the trajectory of how competitive this is getting. I mean, now we're talking seconds. This is unreal. When I started out in this industry, that was unheard of. Never happened.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting too when you think about, I mean, what we just watched.
Yeah.
Again, I'll say this again, it's like the Mason spec race going on. Hey, the rest of you manufacturers, let's get some competition out here. Come on. The Jimcos, the Tiscos, let's get some 4-wheel drive trucks out here so we can give some competition to these Masons. I'm blown away. Like I said, I haven't really sat and watched an off-road race in a long time, and I don't think they've been this exciting for a long time. This is just absolutely mind-blowing to watch this barn burner from literally from the start, honestly. So yeah, to get to sit here and watch this, the footage was amazing. To be in the driver's seat with these guys, to see it from the air, it's been amazing. I can't wait to see how this all plays out at the end here, because it's definitely going to come down to we need those official results, because there's a lot of things that can affect this by 10 to 15 to 20 seconds for sure.
Yeah, I think some of the things that really stand out to me is, one, just how far the coverage has come. With all the in-car, the helicopters, the drones, all of that, it just makes it so exciting to watch, because it puts us in the driver's seat and you're able to see what these guys actually go through. Because there's just so many crazy things that happen in a desert race that people just don't normally get to see.
Yeah.
And now we get a front row seat in these trucks, which is just amazing. And then just how far these trucks have come to where, to touch on what Jason was saying, it used to be a battle of attrition a lot of times. And now it's just straight up races where you're running short course pace almost for 450 plus miles and being 12 seconds apart. That's just crazy.
You used to be able to replace a gearbox to still win a race, and now there's just no way. You're talking seconds now.
The other thing too that's worthy of mentioning here is that we're blown away by what we got to watch today. Every couple of months, new stuff happens with media technology, and we get new toys and new tools to make the show even better. So September, who knows what we're going to have available to us then, but count on it being special for sure.
I mean, the one thing that I feel like almost every race last year was just a battle, and it came down to a minute or a few seconds, and the same thing's happening this year. It's just SCORE racing is so competitive now in all of the classes, but in the premier all-wheel drive trophy truck class, I mean, you're skinning teeth between these drivers. They're all in very similar trucks. They're all excellent drivers, and it's just like one little mistake here, one there. The fact that Luke was able to pull off the win after having what we're thinking were two
We
flats.
got Caden McHacken out of the car. This isn't good. We were just talking about him.
Yeah, that was our UTV leader. And are we going to see Brock Hager come
I
by
would
now?
imagine we are if he hasn't already gone by.
Yeah, it looked like there was some dust that went by. That may have been him.
Hey, Wes.
There's someone else coming right now.
Wes, I got a note for you.
Okay, John, what do you got?
Yeah, you are correct. Your initial thought that's no way that could be true. The timing loop that I was talking about was at 3:32, and the bottleneck was at 3:24. So you're definitely right. There's probably quite a few trucks that are going to be finishing ahead of the UTVs still. Wanted to correct that
Hey,
for
that's
you.
somebody that disappeared off the radar for a little while. Is that Robbie?
Yeah.
Yeah, Robbie's probably in the truck right now.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, they haven't been able to have a really, really clean run in that truck because Max was kind of in the hunt there.
Yeah,
you know,
he
he
was
was
there.
keeping it in the mix, and it's like if they could have a perfect day in that truck, I think for sure they'd be on the podium and could possibly do better than that.
So are they changing a tire here, or is there something else going on?
No, this looks like something else,
Yeah.
man.
That's a bummer.
I think, didn't Robbie get a third last year in that truck?
They did.
Yeah. And then at the 1,000, didn't they?
In-
1,000 Max pulled pretty hard at the backside. Yeah.
Hey, you know what? As we're flying around here looking at Caden, I'm going to point out somebody that I know is down there, and that is Haley, his girlfriend and navigator. And that woman, I don't know if you guys know much about her, but she is going to school for motorsports engineering. She's had 2 internships with an IndyCar team. She is one of the most badass mofo women in our sport. She deserves shout outs all the time.
How about that, racing with your
I
significant
believe
other?
her father was the tech director for SCORE. Isn't
Not
Dan
that I'm aware
Cromwell
of.
her?
No, you're thinking of Caden Wells.
Oh, yeah, sorry,
Okay.
yeah.
No, but Haley's a
Okay.
top-notch woman, man. Bummer to see them out of the car. Well,
Yeah, it looks like
Something drive
Caden's
system.
on the phone. Engine?
It's got to be
Trans?
something drive. Yeah, they're looking all in that area.
I would imagine that we are going to be, I'm hoping we're going to be at the finish line with the top 3 guys down there at the convention center here pretty quick.
Yeah, they should be there any minute.
So is this just
they
now
must have
Brock
held him
going
for
by?
a while. I'm thinking it's
No,
going to take
I
another
think that's
15
Brandon
minutes or so
Sims.
before Bryce gets to the
Yeah.
finish line, the ceremonial. Maybe. Oh, wait a minute. Time just timing and scoring just updated. 5.3 miles out
Maybe
from
you were
the
right.
Okay.
Maybe Brock already passed him.
finish.
I think he must
Yeah.
have. Yeah.
Right when that helicopter swooped over.
I think we were thinking he was really
Yeah.
close to him, and you saw dust go by. So, yeah, I think Brock's gone by. There's Lauren Healy.
Yep.
So that means he got passed by 2 UTVs.
That's not something you want to brag about.
So I think with the bottleneck that happened, the field's probably pretty bunched up.
Oh, yeah. It's
That
all
was Wayne
jumbled.
Matlock right there, I believe.
Yeah, and it's all scattered too. You've got all
Yeah.
these different classes mixed in. This is going to be this second race that's going to happen now is going to be pretty interesting.
So I believe we have Brock Hager, Brandon Sims, and then Wayne Matlock as our top three
Top
in
three.
the UTVs.
Let's see if we can get an update here.
Is that Harley? Okay, yeah, so that's Harley in the Concrete Motorsports. It looks to me like he's kind of getting close to going on El Alamo.
So yeah, if we don't have current timing loop updates for the Pro UTV Open.
And for everybody waiting to hear from our podium finishers, overall, we should have, Bryce and Andy McMillan at the ramp here pretty soon, as well as Luke McMillan, our overall winner, unofficial overall winner, and Alan Impudia. He might take a little bit longer to get there, being on how long it takes him to fix. I don't think you're supposed to get feedback in the wheel like
that's
that.
brutal.
That's going to be a long day.
That
if
is
he's got,
brutal.
Yeah. It's funny. We both
Dude,
recognize
As
that
soon
at
as
the
I saw
exact
that, I
same
was like,
time.
oh man, that's brutal.
He lose power steering? What do you
Clearly.
think that is?
Yeah.
I don't know if he lost power steering, but he certainly has an issue because look how smooth he can still steer it. It's just jostulating bad. Like if he lost power steering, it would be significantly more effort to move.
That looks like a long remainder of the race for him.
That's a forearm killer right there.
I don't know if it's a. It's a good thing he's young. Young and strong.
And that must have just happened because not that
like
long
it's
ago
Cameron
his
Steele
in-car
coming in
was
for
smooth.
a fuel stop here. That's two-wheel drive trophy truck.
Yeah, where are we sitting on that? Is Miller still out front?
Let me have a quick peek here. Well, this through race mile 332, we're showing Tim Herbst, David Ziegler, and Cameron Steele in third.
Yeah, they just put that up there. And Miller's all the way back to sixth. Baldy's in fourth.
John, what are we hearing about the podium? We gonna get to see our podium finishers here pretty quick?
Yes, sir. They should be rolling up to the finish line here. Looks like the Menzies is 4.5 miles away, so they must be sitting in a lot of stoplights and traffic coming in, but we'll be coming through pretty soon. But the bottleneck at the top of the mountains definitely has retightened the pack.
Yeah.
So it's going to be pretty crazy to try and figure out who lost how much time. So it's definitely throwing us off on trying to figure out, such as the two-wheel drive trophy trucks, who's ahead of who and by how much.
Yeah.
And that
Same
was
with
Bryce
Class 1.
Swain and Dan McMillan that we just saw there. And it kind of looked like they just pulled out right behind Cameron, which is interesting.
Yeah, basically, Gustavo Vildasola was the first rider there a driver at the bottleneck. So anyone that was behind him at the time got backed up. Looks like for a couple hours potentially.
I just got a note here from Doug Ford, and he said Caden was actually never physically in front of Brock. Before the bottleneck, Brock was about 10 minutes in front of him. Caden caught him at the bottleneck. Thanks, Doug. Always love getting input from people that know more than I do, which is a lot.
And I just got word from the Reeds. They are having air cleaner issues, clogged.
Well, that's one thing with the field getting re-racked. A lot of people have been in a lot of dust probably from that point on.
Mm-hmm. And they run a pre-filter system on that car too.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a filter to another filter.
And here's somebody else is getting a lot of feedback in the steering wheel.
No, that was Pecquet.
Oh, that was?
Yeah,
Sam
yeah.
again.
That's going to be so brutal by the time he finishes.
Oh, man.
So looking out the back of his truck, you see he's got 3 extinguishers there. One looks like it's a handheld. The other ones look like those are...
They might be all handhelds, to be honest. I can't really tell on the right-hand side. That one for sure is
the onboard extinguisher with the, what do you call it?
Well, that's the suppressions. Yeah, so you'll have like a 5 or a 10 gallon, but those look like the smaller bottles. You can see the red handle right below the ball to the left. That's your pull handle. I think the handle may be on the other side of those other ones. Because typically you're not going to put a suppress, and plus you can see the top of the bottle on the left side. There's no suppression connection to that right now. That's just one that you would pull.
Well, right, that's the one I was talking about that was a handheld.
The other ones we can't see
The other
the top.
ones, I was thinking that those were actually part of a fire suppression system. I ran almost that exact setup on my UTV.
I would say high probability the one on the right top is the pull one. The one on the right bottom may be suppression. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, or you run them to different areas.
Some of the vehicles are running up to 4 bottles.
Yeah.
You know, 2 for cabin, 2 for drivetrain. Yeah.
And
With
basically,
the cost of some of these cars.
You are correct. Cheap insurance.
Yeah.
and explain how those work, Jason.
You got to pull the handle.
You have.
Yeah, you'll have a handle in the cab, in essence, and so you'll pull the release pin, and you can pull that. So if it's like a cabin one, like a 5-gallon, that'll buy you 20, 30 seconds. You know.
Aren't some of them actually where you have a sensor that's like a glass that will pop and then set it off too?
I don't. Yes, but I've seen them not be the best reliability. Okay. Yeah. And I always do. Like I'm saying, you'll see guys that do 4 now, so they'll have redundancy. Like 2, they'll have 4 pulls of redundancy for drivetrain, redundancy for cabin. Yeah. But the temp things ones, I don't know, man. I've seen them not go off. So.
What are we looking at here? Is this Justin Davis?
He changed it from Green Army to, was it El Jefe or something?
Oh, okay.
He's got like a different sponsor. I wasn't looking, but I don't recognize his truck as much now.
Yeah, yeah. This looks like we're on back of a UTV.
And all the way back in the Summit, I think. Doing some tree trimming.
Menzies cam too. He's still going through traffic. Stoplights. All right, guys.
Still a lot of spectators out there on the course.
Well, they went out and got there. They're not leaving until they get their fill. I wouldn't either.
Or the
a lot of them are going to auger in.
Or the barbecue quits having food on it, or the ice chest
or
runs out.
Or the cooler runs out of refreshments, exactly. Which more than likely, that's not going to happen. Here we are back on board with Gus. They got to be getting.
I feel like this Gus put in a lot of miles in this race.
Yeah.
More than he normally does. I feel like.
Well, and a bummer for them too. They got stuck at that bottleneck, so his day's a lot longer than he was anticipating, for sure.
That's the worst when your adrenaline's going. You got a good, they were doing really well on adjusted time overall.
But yeah, we had him in in 5th, I think, didn't we?
Yeah, 4th or 5th, I think. And and then to say you get stuck in a bottleneck and you just sit there, and you lose that adrenaline, and I feel like it just takes the wind out of your sails.
Yeah, for sure.
So we saw Brock Hager for a second there. So he's at race mile 377, and that should be our Pro Open UTV race leader.
Yeah. Again, big surprise there.
Which he's UTV overall.
Yeah, this is the first race Brock's won, right?
Yeah, in the last week.
Looked like maybe he had a spec truck behind him there. And again, for everybody that's watching, if you didn't see, Luke McMillan is our overall winner on adjusted time, unofficially, followed by Alan Impudia, 12 seconds back, third place being the team of Bryce Menzies and Andy McMillan. And they're all working their way to the ramp down in the Riviera in Ensenada, where we'll have some interviews with them shortly. We're anticipating, I think it's going to be probably the next 5 to 10 minutes. And I can't wait to hear what all of them have to say.
I hope we get them close together, because they should be. They're all buddies, and they've been battling it out all day. I can't wait to hear what they have to say back and forth to each other, because I mean they spent 8 hours within a minute and a half of each other.
I see Imputia's in car and he's sitting in traffic in Ensenada right now.
Yeah.
Well, okay, I see Bryce's too. Bryce is closer to getting there, and I'm looking at his tracker. Well, Andy's actually driving, but so Andy's getting pretty close to getting to the ramp. So we should be able to hear from these guys very shortly. So while we're kind of talking about things here, it was the debut of the Gen 2. That didn't go that well. Rob ended up dropping out with teamed up with Paul Wheel. Bryce chose not to run it. He and Andy had a great run in his Gen 1. What are your guys' predictions? Does he run the Gen 2 at the 400 or does he not?
No, I think Bryce will stick with the Gen 1 for now. Yeah.
Ryan?
You know, it's a short enough race. It's only 400. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be a little more or a little less, but I don't think it's out of the question that they would run 2 trucks.
So, I mean, let's talk points.
I'd say only a
Luke's
team that...
gone 1-1, so he's going to have a pretty good points lead right now. Tavo was second, but we believe Tavo is going to DNF, from what I understand. I think he's out of the race. Bryce came in third, so he'd have a second and a third. Bryce is still in the hunt, you know, with 2 races to go to still take the SCORE Points Championship. Do you risk it by
that's
changing
what I'm saying.
Well, no, I know you're saying run 2 trucks.
Because they're not going to split the race up. I wouldn't split the race up. A 400-mile race, Bryce has got to drive it. You might as well run the second truck.
Yeah, I like what you're saying. Actually, throw Bryce in the 1, put Andy in the 2, and then get intel for the 1,000, and then whatever truck is better, run it at the 1,000.
Well, and just get the real
more development.
We talk about testing, and yes, you got to test, but you can never simulate a race environment when you're testing.
Right.
Only way to really do that is to go race. So there's no reason not to do it other than dollars, and I don't think that's a problem for either 2 of those families.
So, Steve Menzies, if you're listening and you need advice from
here,
from race coordinators,
I'll spend your dollars, Steve.
We can tell you how to spend your millions of dollars here on running a Gen 2 truck in this next race.
Yeah, and Wes, I would say that the guy with nothing to lose, and also that doesn't happen to have a Gen 1, would be Paul Wheel, again, probably running the flag for the Gen 2 at the Baja 400.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Well, and I think Paul and Rob Mack are going to be straight out testing that thing right away, trying to get some just more miles, more intel, R&D on it. So a question I have is, and I think I know the answer, but Paul and Rob were running 42s on their truck. Bryce is running 40s, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's going to be a difference between those 2 trucks.
Correct. Yeah. Well, also different engine packages, and I'm sure there's a few other little caveats too. Yeah.
Yeah. So you've got a Dugan's versus a Gibbs.
Gibbs. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they aren't total apples to apples there.
No, but it's no different than what we just saw here with the top 3 guys in the Gen 1s. You know, same variants, same platform, same variants.
I believe that's Brock.
Is this Brock?
Yeah.
This looks like...
No, that's...
That's
Sims, I think. Yeah. So,
Valley T, I think.
My buddy Ryan Daniel that was in that Jimco 2-wheel drive, he ended up braking, but he said that Brock passed him, and he was like, oh my God, Brock is so fast.
Yeah.
And so I think when you've got a trophy truck driver throwing some props to a UTV driver, yeah, we all know Brock's a badass. I mean,
he's just a driver.
He's won about every off-road race out there. Not just in North America either. So.
I just got a note from a buddy. Unbelievable. No yellows, no restarts. A 1-lap, 9-hour, flat-out, 1,200 horsepower sprint race decided by 12 seconds.
Yep. I mean, I think that's why SCORE racing is the premier off-road racing in the world, in my opinion.
Correct.
And you know, just the races that we have here, the competitors that are in this series, you know, it's a who's who of off-road racing, and just the battles that ensue race after race is just incredible to watch.
I've been really fortunate to travel, honestly, around the world with motorsports, been in the presence of, I mean, literally the greatest. I sat at a dinner table in Paris with Michael Schumacher, Kenny it was at the Race of Champions. Those guys, that entire night, all they wanted to do was talk about Baja. And what we do is so special compared to every other form of motorsports. And the guys that are at the top levels in the other disciplines, they see it, they know it, they understand it. And it is, what we do is completely different than any kind of other motorsport.
Hopefully Brad Pitt gets to kind of follow his dream, and we get a movie of him racing a Baja 1000 or something.
I think that might be in the works.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about.
I do.
All right, we should have Bryce to the ramp any minute here.
Top row, he's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
really making us wait for
he's
this.
stuck in traffic.
Yeah.
So for people that are wondering kind of like what's going on, after they finish in Rancho Nelson, they actually drive on the surface streets in normal traffic all the way to the ramp at the finish, while we're watching Caden McCachran get towed off here, it looks like.
So I'm not going to say this is the case today, but there's been a few other times when this had to happen, and the guy that was backing up with the rope was none other than the GOAT himself and Caden's dad. So many times Rob's been there to help out if he was out of the race.
Okay, so with that, we've got Andy McMillan pulling up. Hopefully Bryce is there at the finish to congratulate him on a great drive. But I think we will throw it down here to Dave Arnold in the ramp very shortly. Let's maybe listen in to their in-car audio while we're waiting to go to Dave at the ramp.
Hello. Taking pictures of the drive.
That's the sigh of second place right there. Or third place. Yeah.
To know you gave it your all and lost by less than a minute.
Yeah. No, you go back through that.
Here they are, the number 7 Red Bull AMS Oil SCORE TT. I know Bryce is around here somewhere, but teaming up with this, another legend. He knows who to team up with. Unofficially first place, Andy McMillan. What's going on? Congrats. What an insane battle. We've been like tracking you guys, watching you guys, the live feed. It's just so next level now. Like, we get to be in the race up here. I'm just hanging out, waiting for you guys, but now we get to enjoy it. Congratulations. Job well done today for you and Bryce.
That was, oh my gosh, that was a wild last, like 80 miles. Battling with Luke, my cousin, just going back and forth. You know, he passed us in the pits by El Alamo Road, and then first of all, Bryce drove an amazing race. Got me the truck super clean, first on the road, started second, and we got in and just kind of did what we did, had a clean run, got down the other side of the first summit. Luke started closing in on us, kind of held our own going up the next summit. Kept it clean, no flats. Just wanted to keep the truck on the road and have something to go race at the end. And man, race at the end is what we did. That was so wild. I mean, I hope that the live streams were working because it was so intense and so gnarly and so much fun. We just had a blast. We pushed really hard. After El Alamo, we got behind Luke. We had a pit, and we started following Luke down El Alamo Road. Right after we got off the road, he got a flat. We got back first on the road, and we started pushing. Luke was 20 seconds, 30 seconds, 20 seconds, 40 seconds, 30 seconds. And then from Ojos in, we just went full qualifying mode. We really tried to win the race. I think we got close. I don't know how. I think Alan might have it by 20 seconds, and Luke might be second by 10 seconds, and us 10 seconds back. But I'm not really sure. It was wild. It was a lot of fun.
You got your intel. Yeah, that's kind of what we're thinking. But it's all unofficial, as you know now. But obviously, you got some good comms in your ear. Your team's letting you know. But right now, first across the line, unofficial. I mean, it's insane to see you guys team up. I didn't expect you to team up this early. Normally, it would be like for the Baja 1000. But, hey, you bring the A team together. You guys are going for a championship this year.
Yeah, it was great. Thanks again, Bryce and his dad and his whole family for inviting me, and the navigator, Oren, for inviting me to be a part of the team and wanted me to come race the 500, and I'm not going to pass that up. So put in our homework over the last week, and Bryce gave me a great truck, like I said. I think we might have just come up a little bit short, but we'll see what the VCPs and the speeding penalties might tell us in a little bit. But yeah, just stoked to be here. Being first on the road is so fun in Mexico. All the fans out there, all the fans in Ensenada, thanks for supporting us and watching us. Thanks to everyone at SCORE, the whole Menzies team. The guys killed it today. My whole family's here, my wife, my kids, my mom and dad, my sister. So it's great. Glad to be here.
And I'll tell you what, the live feed was working. We got to catch all this action. Absolutely epic. And I know you teaming up with Bryce, you got some of the same sponsors, but I know you got to give a shout out to some people. There's a lot of people behind the scenes, not only your chase crew, your navigators, you gave a shout out to Oren over there, but there a lot of people make this happen. You guys come down here, you go fast, but it takes a lot. You want to thank anybody?
Yeah, no, 100%. First, my navigator, Brady. We didn't get out of the truck all day. Bryce and Oren didn't get out all day. We had a really, really clean run. He called the notes really well. We were just clicking, and it felt really good. Obviously, all Bryce's sponsors, Red Bull, Toyo Tires, AMSOIL, KMC, Baja Designs, Fox Shocks, everyone that helps this team. It's an awesome team, and we're going to be back fighting at the next one.
We'll be here waiting. I cannot wait. Well, great job to you guys today, the whole team. You guys definitely crushed it, and we'll see how it all unfolds. Like you said, you never know. Okay, time is one thing, but it's so minimal that it could be down to one VCP or one speed infraction. So we'll find out. I'm sure you guys aren't going to go far. You'll be down there waiting, the whole team. But great job, killed it today. We'll see you at the Baja 400.
Thank you guys. Thanks everyone again at SCORE, everyone in Ensenada, all the people of Baja for supporting us, letting us come down here and do this. It's what I love to do, and just happy to be here. Thanks again.
We love to have you. We'll see you at the next one. Bryce, can we get a word? Come on. Where are you going? Like he's nobody. He's a guy that dominated the first section. Let him give a little bit of love. Yeah, there's a lot of congrats, a lot of love going on. It takes so much effort to actually be able to hand over your truck. I know you got the new truck. I was thinking it was going to show up this race, but hey, Old Faithful came through. You got it dialed. Hey, congrats to you and the team. How you feeling? I know you're stoked, and you're stoked for Andy, and you crushed it on your section too. It seems like they get a little bit closer each time. Like, I mean, we're talking seconds right now. We're talking one infraction could set you where you're going to settle at the end of the day.
Yeah, we had a good race. We had a great plan. Bringing in Andy was huge for us. I wanted to get him some seat time before the Baja 1000. That's our main goal. We're still fighting for a championship, but yeah, I did the first 245. Andy got in, and I should have gave him a little bit better handling truck, but he drove the wheels off of it, man. Unbelievable. No flats all day for both of us. and just charged to the finish. He was down like a minute something and almost got it. So awesome way to end the Baja 500. We're going to go back, do a bunch of testing with this, with the Gen 2, and see how we do for the 400.
The 400. You got 4 wins in a row in that one. That's kind of one of your. They're all your favorites, but yeah, you're definitely known for winning those. I mean, nobody's ever done that. And you got Spider-Man over here. Does it get better than this? You guys have your families down here. This is what it's all about. It's all about having families. I mean, it's a family sport, but you guys are super serious. But to have the families down here as well and be a part of it, that's huge. Congratulations to you. I think you nailed all your sponsors. Anybody else you want to thank?
Just my wife, my kids for coming down. It's so awesome to have them down here. Everybody in Baja, thank you guys. We love coming down here, pre-running. You welcome us with open arms. So thank you, and we'll see you at the next one.
Let's do it. We'll see you in September.
See you. Thank you.
Give some high fives. Spider-Man, Spider-Man. I'll tell you what, these guys are all superheroes. First across the line for the finish at this year's SCORE Baja 500. We got Luke McMillan, no stranger to winning. And we talk about this unlimited trophy truck division. Pretty much most of the field could win out here, but these are 2 of the top dogs, especially today. But they're going to continue their winning legacy, and it's great to see the families down here and the Red Bull truck up on top here unofficial. And as he mentioned, you heard Andy kind of roll it out. There are a few things going on, and Alan Impudia, he was in the middle of these guys, came across the finish line out of Nelson Ranch. Tire was just flying off, but we'll find out. He could be the possible winner, but you never know. It's all unofficial when we get up to the ramp right here. Lots of things can go down because we're so on point with our Stellas and our speed limits and all of our VCPs, over 400 VCPs throughout the course. I see Alan coming through right there. And they changed the tire. That's how fast they are. They're already coming in. The crowd is already getting fired up. I'm fired up. If you're not fired up, you don't love off-road. These are the best drivers on the planet driving SCORE trophy trucks, the biggest, baddest ass vehicles on the planet. This is what it's all about right here, round number 2. The BFGoodrich Tires SCORE Baja 500. We got Luke coming on up. He probably has cool hands going on right now. They're already talking about times. They're figuring it out. I know they've been in the air, but Luke, hey, congrats right now, unofficially 2nd place. He's looking for his family. He's looking for his son and his daughter. They're coming. We'll bring them up. But, hey, what a race you put on today. Absolutely insane to watch you guys battle it, the best of the best, throwing it down at round number 2. Tell me about your day. Tell me about the end of the day. It was just crazy back and forth. They're coming up. We're going to let him get his family in here. I think I see that look in his eye. First look in his eye was the finish line. Now it is all about his family. Bringing his beautiful daughter in here. Perfect. Here he comes. We got him coming in. Mama's got him. Get a kiss. Does not get better cooler than that for sure. Jet has 2 for 2. He was born. The last one, he actually had his name on it. He still got his son. You got to throw her on there too. You know, one day she's gonna be like, "Hey, Daddy, where's my name on the side?" But hey, you did it for the whole family, for the whole team. Oh, she's right over there. Okay, I didn't see that. Well, hey, it is all about your third the legacy of just your whole family coming down here, your grandpa, your dad, your uncle, and you guys. And you've been down here dominating for a bunch of years. But right now, unofficially, I know we're saying 2nd, but you're thinking 1st. And I know how you guys compute stuff. You've had it in your ear all the way down the road. Amazing day. Congratulations.
Yeah, no, it was intense. We'll see where we land. But I'm told we got the win, but we'll see. That was just an incredible day. So much fun. Wild. Absolutely wild. Really fast. And it's just, I'm so happy to be back here at the finish line and making me nervous. now. He said maybe second, maybe first. The guy at the bottom there told me we won and we're clean. So I'm going to go with that for now. We'll see, as everything comes in. But no expected penalties on our end. So it was a fight. It was a really big fight. It's a lot of fun, though. It was, really proud of the team for putting together such a great truck. And the truck was just flawless today. I mean, we did have some hiccups here and there, but, oh, man, it was just glued to the road, and we were able to drive as fast as we want. We lost some time in the beginning and got down a little bit, down 3 or 4 minutes, and then started charging down the coast and making up time. And then once we got over the summits, we dropped in the wash. I always love the desert, so we turned it on in the desert, and we were chasing my cousin, and I was just smiling, just like, well, no matter what happens, this is just fun. This is what we live for. So, God, it was just so much fun, so intense. But just, I'm speechless right now. I'm not even sure what I'm supposed to say, but I'm so happy to have my daughter in my lap. And she told her school 2 days ago that that my daddy's qualifying right now because he's going to go win me another necklace, and I'm so glad I pulled through. Luckily, she doesn't know the necklaces are for all the finishers, but we'll take it. We'll take it. So, BFGoodrich Tires, Method Race Fuels, Monster Energy for believing in me, my family, my team, everyone at McMillan Racing. It's just they work incredibly, incredibly hard. Team sport, without a doubt. We brought down 60 or 70 people, and they're spread out along this course, and we couldn't have done it without them. So, thank you to everybody, and I hope we walk away with the win. I think we should, and that was intense. I've said it before. We've won it in 1600. It's won, and I think we finally got our trophy truck win here at the Baja 500. So I'm ready for it to be official, but I'm just again happy at the finish line and so stoked. A lot of partners, SDG Shocks. My co-writer Jason Duncan called just an amazing race from the right seat. We've been down here for 10 days now. And we worked extremely hard every minute. I mean, it's when your eyes open, you're to work, and your eyes close. I mean, all day, every day. I mean, but this is what we live for. All the competitors. Hats off to the Menzies crew and the Ampudia crew. They were really, really fast all day. I mean, I'm pushing it as we're all pushing it, doing what we can. And it's really incredible how close this race turned out. I think somewhere between 12 and 30 seconds between 1, 2, and 3. I mean, crazy, but a lot of fun. So thank you, everyone who supports us, and yeah.
And some bling for Celine.
That's right. Celine, you want to say anything?
What do you think about Daddy? Congratulations. Yeah, she'll be working her way. I know they already have a trophy car probably hooked up for her. Well, congratulations, Luke. You did a hell of a job, and we'll see how it unfolds. But it sounds like, and I know you're a smooth operator. You know, like how things are gonna happen. They're already giving it to you. Well, you got that for sure. So that's gonna be a little like, oh, you could probably get her a matching dress with that amount of money from BFGoodrich Tires. And David, you want to say a few words over here to Luke?
Yeah, just congratulations from BFGoodrich Tires, and congrats. Happy to have you here.
Huge check. His bank's the only one in Southern California that accepts those checks. Like, he doesn't even need the real check. He's got so many of them. So that's a huge win, $20,000 on top of it. That should at least help out with his crew's food tonight. It's lobster. It's on. Congratulations, Luke. We'll see you at the Baja 400.
Thank you. Yeah, no, excited to celebrate this one and keep working hard, keep getting better. And again, Monster Energy, BFGoodrich Tires, Method Race Fuels, everyone at McMillan Racing. Thank you. So wouldn't be possible without you. It was a great day. A lot of fun racing, no matter what the outcome turns out. I think we got the win, but like I said, halfway through, I was just like, this is what it's all about. We were grinning, we were pushing, and it was just so much fun. What a great day. Thank you, SCORE International, for putting on a great event. And it sounds like there's some troubles out there on the course, which is too bad. So I haven't heard the details, but thank you, SCORE International, for putting on this event. And see you at the next one.
Hard work. Nobody works harder than you. Great job, guys. McMillan, let's hear it from Mr. Luke McMillan. Talk about hard work.
All right, so that was pretty cool there to hear from Andy and Bryce and then Luke, and to see it's a family affair there. And to have a BFGoodrich driver take the win in the BFGoodrich SCORE Baja 500. So here's some highlights of this battle between Luke and the Menzies team. I'm not sure exactly what shots are showing, so some of these might be Bryce, some might be Andy. Right here, this is at the base of Cordillera del Molina, which Andy was in, and this is where we were talking about Luke. I felt like he needed to make a move here and make a pass. He didn't make it, but you know, it was just crazy because Luke just stayed in Andy's dust that whole time and is able to hold pace enough to take that win.
Perfectly patient. Because he did do that pass on that other side, you know, what, 30 miles after this? Roughly?
Yeah, he did. He set it up perfect, and then, you know, whatever happened, we think it may have been a flat.
He got a flat.
But
Yeah, we did hear that.
So, you know, so he got a flat, and that ruined his plan, I think.
Yeah.
But I'm sure he was kind of panicking at that point, you know, and when he was caught in that dust going into the end, and Alan was closing, Luke had to have just been thinking, like Ryan was saying in the back of his head, oh man, is that flat and getting retaken by my cousin going to cost me the win?
Yeah.
And he had 2 flats, right, for this race?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay. That's incredibly impressive to still maintain that pace. Incredibly impressive.
Yeah, I think if he would have had a clean run, he would have been gone.
Oh, yeah.
So here we're still watching this climb up the second summit here.
And this does no justice to how rocky this actually is.
Yeah.
I mean, it is, you're on exposed embedded rock that most of the soil has eroded away, and you're just getting the crap beat out of you on this thing. Maybe not quite as bad with 40s in a Mason truck, but it's not smooth. Yeah, and they're 200 yards apart, you say? Maybe 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, the fact that they're going so slow in this shot that's how you know it's rough, because those trucks are capable of going very fast.
They're
we
literally
saw
going
some other
fast.
shots where they're going 145.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, the fastest I saw was 145 with Alan. Yeah.
So let's talk about that paradox in speed. The slowest I saw was 2 miles an hour, and then the fastest we saw was 145.
And our average is what? A hair below 50?
You know what? Let's see what it says for the end here.
Yeah, I had it at about 48.7, something like that range, so just under 49 miles an hour.
On Racer Redefine, it says 49.32.
Yeah.
Sub 50. That tells you how brutal today was.
There you go.
Well, I really swung and missed on my guess on that one. I said 58. I missed by almost 10 miles an hour.
We'd have been done an hour ago.
Yeah. I was like, no way. I'm thinking 52 max.
Well, that's crazy when you think about like how slow the other classes are going to be.
Oh, yeah.
Well, and now with that bottleneck holding them up, that's going to push a lot of people that weren't anticipating finishing in the night into driving into the night. We're going to have people finishing, all the way through like midday tomorrow, probably. I don't know what the cutoff was exactly, but it's these guys. They get to finish, or they already have, and they get to go hang out, go take showers, go eat, go to bed. There's so many competitors that will be out there all night. So everybody that's been watching this, when you go to bed tonight, just think probably half of our competitors are still out there on the course battling it out. And these shots, this was just such a good race. They were literally our top 3 were, and especially the top 2 physically, were within half a mile of each other for the majority of the second half of the race. And on adjusted time, our top 3 were less than a minute apart for 200 plus miles.
At this rate, I bet you the 400 is going to be tighter. It just keeps getting more
last
and more
year it was close. So there's no reason to believe that it would be anything more than seconds dividing everyone. That's just you know, we keep saying it, how much off-road racing has progressed to where it's not so much attrition and you're running at 80% and you're trying to take care of your vehicle. And no, it's you're running short course pace for a full desert race now.
So we want to run through some of the other classes while we're waiting for Alan to get up on the podium.
Yeah, we've got Alan still working his way to the ramp, and then we're going to hear from Alan, which I can't wait to hear what he has to say. I think we've got...
oh, here we are.
Yeah, looks like he should be up any minute. So we have some updates on class leaders. You know, a lot of these are through race mile 245, so I don't know how accurate that is. But you know, at 245, you had McLaren leading the class 10s. Your buddy Alan Alexander, which we do believe he's leading the forced induction UTVs. And then you know, we have Caden McCack. We already know he's out. Brock Hager's leading. So, you know, I think that the Pro UTV Open has changed.
Did you see how close forced induction UTV was to the top 3?
Well, that's what I was saying. We needed to watch. Is sometimes at the forced induction, they can sneak in there for the overall UTV. And they do award a UTV trophy to the overall.
Okay.
You know, so that's combined out of all the UTV classes. And it used to be the forced induction always won. And then when the Polaris Pro R came out, that kind of started changing the game. And the Pro R has really been dominating now for a couple of years. And especially with Polaris, with their factory program. But, you know, I still think that you could see somebody in a Can-Am go out there and compete for the overall UTV.
I'm just looking here at the updated. So there is some updates on the forced induction. We got Caden Wells is back in first, and he's got looks like about 10 minutes on Alan Alexander. That's through race mile 332.
Who's in third?
And Caden's in the Bilstein Can-Am, right? I believe.
Yeah.
Results as well.
So, I've seen Caden really throw it down before. I mean, he's an excellent driver. You know, we'll see what your buddy has
We
for
got
him.
Pro Stock, none other than Mr. Craig Scanlon. Well, he's the only one that's through 332, but he looks like he was 5th at 245, so maybe he's made some time up.
So I think we've got Alan and Pudia at the ramp here, and so we should have Rat interviewing him here very shortly. Looks like he's pulling up, so let's go down to Rat at the ramp.
He's got her monster locked and loaded. The man, the myth, the legend. Hey, congrats. It was tough out there. And I heard you came across the finish line out at Nelson. Tire was flying off, but you made it across the finish line. What a battle you guys had. These three trucks. This is, I'm going to say, I've been doing this 11 years. This was probably the most insane battle to be able to watch go down on. And a lot of it's live, right? We're seeing the live and the trackings, something different. Congratulations, Alan. And you don't know, you might be second. We're still waiting. You know, it's all unofficial at this point.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, first of all, I got to say, easy on the best co-driver comments, because I got the most badass co-driver right here. So even though I love Duncan, he's a great guy, but Kyle also killed it with his notes, and we didn't have to get out of the car. We unfortunately had a flat, like 3 corners to go. I hit a huge rut because I have the steering wheel all bent, so it's a little tough to turn. But gracias a todos los aficionados. También a todos los que están diciendo que por los TikToks ya no traía, para que vean que sigo siendo la mera verdura del caldo. Tal vez pongas a hacer TikToks con sus novias a ver si también manejan tan rápido. Gracias a Kyle también, que se la rifó con sus notas todo el día. A todo mi equipo en los pits se la rifaron también. A todos los aficionados en toda la carrera que tenían las banderas de México, siente muy chingón contar con todo su apoyo. Dimos todo lo que pudimos, casi nos volteamos. nos ponchamos, llegamos en el ring. Estuvo muy emocionante. Congrats to Luke and Duncan. Also Bryce and Andy, they ran a great race all day. They made it hard on me. And we'll come out swinging for the 400. Nos vemos a ratito en el Papas, locos. Vamos derechito para allá.
Vámonos. Hey, and where are you sitting in points right now? You're up there. You had some issues this year.
Yeah, I mean, San Felipe didn't go our way. We had some mechanical issues all day. But, we still had 2 races to go. We getting it together, pulling the gremlins out. So, we're going to be coming out swinging. And, I don't know if you understood, but thanks, Kyle, for his badass work and keeping me in check. I know I made him scream a couple of times there. But glad we kept it on all 4 wheels, and glad to be here home. And we'll see you guys at Papa Sabir in a little bit.
Very well said. We'll see you there. You want to thank anybody else? I think you kind of hit some of them, but you got a lot of people that support your whole program for sure.
Sí, claro que nada. Primero que nada, todo mi equipo, al ahijado, Ulises, todos los del taller que se la rifan. Obviamente a toda mi familia, Aarón, Rodrigo, a mis papás. A mi papá Rodrigo, que se la rifa, es un ejemplo a seguir y se parte el alma y el corazón por nuestro equipo. Y pues muchas gracias a ellos. Sin ellos no estuviera aquí. También a mis patrocinadores, Monster, Toyo, King, Maja, a todos, los que me apoyan, a todos los voluntarios, a todos los que me ayudan también en los recorridos. Muchas gracias a todos, al Cachorro, al Pelón, a todos mis amigos. Y pues nos vemos en la 400, locos. ¡Viva México, cabrones!
Él dice todo. Nos vemos en la 400, chingón.
Sí, claro, nos vemos.
All right, so it's great to hear from Alan there. With that, I think that this was the 58th BFGoodrich SCORE Baja 500 was one for the record books.
What a day.
That was an amazing race. I think all of us were on the edges of our seats here the entire time. On behalf of myself, Wes Miller, we had John Griffin all day manning the Warbucks Action Desk. My co-hosts here, Jason Hurd and Ryan Thomas, want to say thank you very much. We hope you enjoyed this coverage. I think it was one of the best races that I've seen in quite some time, if not ever. And if you guys do like this, please make sure and subscribe to the SCORE YouTube channel, as well as follow SCORE and like and follow on Instagram, Facebook, etc. That way you can catch all of the action from SCORE International. And with that, we're going to sign off here. We're going to leave you with some action footage from throughout the day and here at the SCORE studio, and then continue to, if you want to continue watching, please go to our finish cam on YouTube, and you can see that live throughout the rest of the night.
Here's what we'll say about the road to greatness.
The name Ford is synonymous with desert racing. You gotta keep pushing. The desert's not gonna let up.
It sure isn't paved.
It's a challenge just to finish.
It starts with a line, a choice, a commitment to the surface beneath you, on the street, track, or way off the map. We don't just build tires, we build an unfair advantage. From short course carnage to the wide open throttle of Baja, we've proven it in places where the weak don't survive. Built for every track, every trail, and the terrain in between. Maxxis tires, tread victoriously.
No matter what you drive, Optima brings power that never quits. Red Top and Yellow Top AGM or Orange Top Lithium deliver for your ride. Tested and trusted by the best. Optima, the ultimate power source.
The best views are earned. This is the BFGoodrich All-Terrain KO3. BFGoodrich, what are you building for?
Over 25 years of off-road racing dominance. Proprietary patented race technology. Proudly made in the USA. Unparalleled customer service and support. The choice of champions. King Shocks, the leader in off-road shock technology.
From an early age, we race. It's part of who we are. It's in our DNA. For some, the need to keep pushing fuels our lives. At VP Racing, we pour everything we have into creating the industry's best products for those who put it all on the line. Whether it's the track or the trail or wherever you race, they say you can't win them all, but you can sure as hell try. VP Racing. Win every race.
Hey Nick, can you hear me? Oh yeah. I might have to change the rear sprocket. Wow, this is beautiful. It rides really good. Crossing the road now.
Copy that.
The finishing touches of any off-road vehicle are the things you add to make it your own. That's why we've developed a full collection of over 70 Polaris-engineered accessories specifically designed for Pro R. Polaris. Think outside.
People think I get all the time. Yeah, they're right. I get whenever I want.
Nah, man, nobody likes it slow. I like to get fast.
I've gotten in my bed, in the office, and one time in a car.
My boys and I got last week. What? Not at the same time?
Of course we get every now and again. It's good for us, especially at our age.
Yeah, it is.
You guys are getting How?
Get funded today with Warbucks. It's trader funding made killer.
Somewhere in the world, there's a place where every corner holds a new discovery. Want to find out? Here, comfort isn't measured by extravagance, it's measured by the purity of authenticity. What seems simple on these streets is a symphony of flavors at every turn, where history is served on a plate and the most revolutionary experiences are tasted one bite at a time. Like that first time standing before 12 volcanoes, feeling so unique. Or those giants in the middle of the desert who have waited thousands of years just to keep sharing their story with you. Here, vineyards stretching to the horizon are just part of everyday life. Dance, sail, run, and ride. That's a decision you could make at any moment of your trip. Let the wind guide you, the horizon inspire you, and the journey transform you. Here, what seems ordinary, like crossing a desert, enjoying the sea, and watching the sunset from a forest, is truly a treasure. This isn't just a place, it's a feeling. And what is just part of daily life for us? For you, it's an invitation to an unforgettable journey.
Here's what we'll say about the road to greatness.
The name Ford is synonymous with desert racing. You gotta keep pushing. The desert's not gonna let up.
It sure isn't.